You got Zane Saddles. Oh, I know why.
I think we're live yet.
Gotcha.
Expression as we go.
Okay. I think we are too. Yeah, we live. Chat. Gang, what's good? I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to get the notification out. The Will of Dreams, what's good? Appreciate you for coming through already. Billy Bob said he's doing something that I'm not gonna say out loud, but have fun, brother. Welcome to the OPU. Hello, what did I miss? Was that me?
Nah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Lord. Oh.
Nah, that's me. Go ahead though.
Welcome to the OPU podcast episode, wow, 27. And this is gonna be a little chill episode, man. Do a little finals talk later on. We're gonna get to that later, trust me. And we're just gonna talk about a little One Piece things that been going on lately, the manga, agendas that's getting pushed, stuff like that. Straw Hat Lucas, what's good? Appreciate you for coming through. Billy Bob, do your thing, big dog. Yeah, what's up, Will of Dreams? Now watching now. They getting in here. They are getting in here. As y'all can see right now, it's me, Prince, and Preach. But the rest will be here soon. We just didn't want to, keep y'all waiting for too long. Because it's Friday. It's been a while since we had our OPU Fridays, right, boys?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Very long.
It's been a long. Yeah, it's been like a year.
Man, we used to write it. We might be coming back to the OPU Fridays for good. We'll see. We'll get some chat interest in that. See how they feeling.
But first things first, we do have to speculate all the different things that are going on in the One Piece manga right now. And main thing is, let's see, we got the giant robot that's possibly gonna destroy everything. But real question is, I feel like we've been saying it and we've been like teetering along the subject for the past like 2-3 weeks now, but I feel like we still haven't given a definitive answer. Do we or do we not think that Vegapunk is going to say the ancient kingdom's name in the sake of parallelism that Oda has been pretty consistently bringing in terms of the Ohara incident, in terms of Enies Lobby, in terms of Sabayoti? So, what do you guys think?
I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead, because I have probably a less structured answer than you do.
Well, I was gonna say, so with the Ohara stuff, it's interesting because, this whole time it's been kind of connected, right, through the flashback, through Robin, and when Vegapunk is now even exposing to the world that he has read the poneglyphs, I think that's very interesting because he's in a way influencing the world to also go and look out or go look for them. I think it's a little different because in one sense you have Ohara, and the way that Clover died, or I guess the way that they stopped Clover from spreading the final big reveal. I think we will have a parallel similar to it, but like already Vegapunk has said more than what Clover was able to say, because a lot of the stuff Clover was saying was like kind of hinting towards stuff. He did reveal certain things, but Vegapunk spreading this knowledge to the entire world is a lot. It's a lot more impactful, and I think it's gonna be interesting too with Robin, because now we have a situation where she's always been so valuable to the world, but now really, like, if Vegapunk is saying, "Oh yeah, I read the poneglyphs, and this is how I found out all this information," like now Robin is truly like is gonna be sought after by every pirate crew, by the world government, by everybody really. So I'm really excited to see what happens with Nico Robin. I hope it's not I hope it's not another Enies Lobby situation, but I do want to see how the world reacts with that.
In my opinion, actually, I think it's a bit of the Well, I think that people are going to have their attentions turned to Robin for sure, but I have to go back and double check. But I think Vegapunk was talking about the fact that he learned all of this, or he was able to read through like the history at Elbaff. And if that's the case, then it really does kind of take away the eyes from Robin, if you think about it. Because if everyone is like, oh, We have to go to the land of the giants if we want to learn the true story, and especially if there's like pirates who think they're tough and they think that like they deserve to know everything that Vegapunk is saying because the pirates were the first ones to find out in the first place, then they'll go straight to Elbaff. And that low key, it pretty much, if you look at it from that way, takes off this 22 year now burden off of Robin that solely only Robin knew about the ancient history, the ancient kingdom, or like what's going on, and only she can figure it out because she's the only one who can read it as well. But now that all it's exposed that all of Elbaff is also indoctrinated in that same sort of process, then it alleviates that burden from Robin, which is good.
Yeah, it's like even with Dragon too. Like he even says she is the light of the revolution, right? So, and we know because we saw Dragon in the flashback with Vegapunk was kind of saying we're going to carry on O'Hara's will, and Robin is the biggest example of that. So her like now it's all coming full circle with Vegapunk and Dragon and Robin, where it's like Robin is tied now to Dragon, to Luffy, and she's also involved in the Egghead incident. So she's really like, in a way, the centerpiece to everything, and
Yeah.
especially for the future, right? Like finally finding out about the One Piece, the history. When we find out everything, that's why it's gonna hit so much harder with Robin.
Yeah. But guys in chat, I will say that like as far as eyes go, like they will be like dimmed, but for sure Robin's gonna have a very important part or role to play. Because don't get it twisted. As soon as the Straw Hats come to Elbaff, every single one of them is gonna have a massive heap of importance. Everyone. Because I genuinely think that it's this arc that started not only Zoro and Sanji's rivalry, it started the whole idea of Luffy being very dismissive of God talk. It started Usopp's journey of what he really wanted to be at as a pirate. Like, in even some ways, like Nami's whole situation as well, like her like getting a disease or whatnot, and them going to Drum Island, which would then find Chopper. I know for a fact that Elbaff is going to be very key, and it's going to be integral to each and every single Straw Hat as far as the story goes.
Yeah, Crow. Guess I noticed that even before when we
Yeah,
first,
Juan in chat.
Bro,
even
I,
before in Discord,
listen,
like
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
No,
I have
I
my
know,
mic muted and everything. He's still
I know, I
sitting
know,
there yapping.
I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is.
I'll let
So,
him cook, bro. He cooking. That's all.
Crow
Apparently, I
always
talk a lot.
cooking. Nah, Crow cooking even when he's not cooking.
Bro, I'm over looking at these Caitlin Clark highlights. She got 7 threes, bro. Crazy. But anyway,
yeah, Crow, you said
I
you had
see-
something different, right?
what you mean? Oh, you talking about my answer?
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you had something.
I think that next chapter there's gonna be a big reveal. I think next chapter is the last chapter of the speech. There's gonna be a big reveal. I'm not sure if it's the Ancient Kingdom's name. I think it might be. It's between Emu, the Ancient Kingdom, or maybe something that's completely out of the left field. You know what I'm saying? The
You know what?
Frogdricks are gonna
Dak
lose
Saka in the
for Gia.
chat.
Yo, Dak was good.
Crow slandering. Oh, who did I slander? Oh, Top Man. Yeah, I didn't slander him. I just, just put a little saucy energy out there. You feel me?
All right, so
Nah.
what, do we have any? I wanted to see what you guys think of predictions for the immediate next chapter. Like we saw Venus Judo cut that Sky Island in half. Do you think somebody will fight him? Do you think he's going to do something else in the next
I don't
chapter?
think we're strong enough to beat those guys just yet. To be honest with you, that leads to another conversation I keep seeing on Twitter that I wanted to bring up, but later on. But anyway, I think that they're all gonna focus on the Iron Giant because they found out that's where the Din Din Mushi is, and
So 5v1.
then, yeah, and I think that the biggest thing will be either they make it in time to cut off when Vegapunk is about to talk about Emu, or they're just a second too late. But them focusing on the Iron Giant is going to give the Straw Hats a chance to escape
Yeah.
and clear things up for them. So yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Works out.
huge shout out to Edison. I feel like without Edison, I don't think the Straw Hats escape. Because
Yeah.
him extending the clouds, I feel like it's a very important detail. That like simple one but important detail that we're missing. So huge shout out to Edison, bruh. All right. let's see what else. Because
You can
I'm
stream and
looking at.
drive. If you can talk on the phone and drive, you can stream and drive. But I wouldn't recommend either. You know what I'm saying? You can see Venus being the only one to damage the Iron Giant. Why is that, brother? Is it
I
because he
think it's
got a
because he's
sword?
probably the coolest design. I think that's it.
Because y'all think he fighting Zoro? Is that why? Gotcha. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just happy that York at least did something last chapter. She
Yeah.
finally
That's true.
did something important.
York actually embodying the traitor role that she took immediately, so that's good. Finally doing something. But
I'm
man,
looking at next chapter, bro. I mean, not next chapter. This back end stretch of the anime, though. I know this is a switch, but you brought up York because York just had kind of like a little moment in the anime. That's why I brought it up.
oh yes, yes,
We finna eat so good the rest of this year in One Piece, bro.
think so.
Yeah.
I really think so.
Shanks and Kid, Garp and Kuzan. Jeez, what else? Am I tripping?
Sabo.
Not
Oh,
the-
Sabo. Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah.
most excited for the Emu and Sabo after Shanks and
Yeah.
Kid, probably. But yeah, we get the Sabo stuff. Yeah.
Now it's gonna be
It's
very
good.
important.
And then maybe
Sabo
Saturn right
stuff
at the
is first,
very end
right?
of the year. Or is that too? Or is he coming next year?
You said the what?
I said Saturn. Do you think Saturn will arrive?
Saturn probably gonna be at the top. Well, yeah, he probably gonna be next year. Probably the beginning of next year.
If we mathematically do it right, because I'm thinking that the anime is like about 0.75 of a chapter every episode, or has it gone up to the pace of a chapter an episode?
Sometimes it's a chapter, yada yada yada. It's different.
See,
It's not consistent.
I genuinely think that One Piece, the only reason they're keeping the pace low is because they don't want it in the same arc. So
Well, this week coming up is also gonna be a recap, by the
yeah,
way. So yeah.
which is annoying, but I don't know. I feel like I don't really get the reason why they need to slow down the anime. They're already in such a big gap, in my opinion.
I think they're
Because
just scared because Oda's taking a lot of breaks.
true,
So imagine if like
especially
they
now.
imagine they keep chugging along, even at the pace that they do, which is very slow compared to most anime. But they kept chugging along, and one day they caught up because Oda was taking 4-month breaks out of nowhere and shit.
You know who
Yeah.
took the most unexpected break? Definitely not One Piece talk, but just in general. JJK. Oh
Yeah.
my God, Gedge, what are you doing, man?
He's sick.
Like,
He's sick. I think.
I don't know, because
No, it said he fell ill, so he got to do a 2-week break. Some people
is
say he
it
got
him
sick.
feeling ill, or
Yeah,
is
I'm
he
not gonna say that
taking
word.
space to like figure out what the hell he's done in this manga and how to catch up from his losses that he's done? Because
There's some
like,
crazy shit going on right now.
as much as the story is like interesting, like, oh, there's like storyline things he like picked back up from before, like the whole like strong or like Gojo being the strongest and whatnot. I genuinely think that it's a lot of things that now he's just making the decision to do, or sorry, the decision to do, and it's becoming just very much he said she said bullshit. Like playground stuff you do on like when you're like 7 years old.
Mm.
Like, oh, I just punched you. But wait, I have a shield that blocks your punch.
It's
But
like
wait,
he's
my
making.
shield. Yeah,
I feel like
it's-
he's making something new up every chapter.
exactly. Yeah, no, literally. Much more eloquently than what I put. But that's literally it. I feel like he's just making up bullshit every chapter. And as much as like,
yeah, we got the cross gear stuff too, by the way.
ooh,
just-
cross-scaled.
Yeah, that go. He told the buggy speech. I can't wait till Toei add some red lightning.
Nope.
coming from it.
No,
Knowing
people are
them.
gonna go off for the buggy speech. That's true.
Yeah.
So there's that. You know what? Actually, this is a good, perfect moment to like even just go through the manga in general to see what is probably going to be the end of this year in terms of all the stuff to put in Egghead.
Yeah, I'll flip back to that for sure.
So right now we're on what, chapter 1080?
I saw a tweet about it, but I can't find a tweet, so you can just look at it. Really, that's all I got. This is the last chapter. By the way, they translated the Zoro novel.
Oh,
It's nothing, bro. It's nothing.
is it really? It was really not much.
It's nothing. Like,
Damn.
chat, y'all read the Zoro novel? How y'all feeling about it? It's literally like, did you watch Monsters?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know the whole concept of Ryuma not knowing that he was the guy that was given that nickname.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like he just like slashed the dragon, but he didn't know it was actually him.
Yeah, there. That's kind of what was happening with Zoro. He was like, um, somebody, destroyer of dojos. That was the nickname that somebody had been given, and he was like, he gonna find him and beat him or whatever, and it was him the whole time, and it was somebody pretending to be Mihawk. It's literally the same shit, bro.
Okay.
Like, so a lot of bullshit. Jack
Oh,
says, yeah, they should add him in the cover story. I feel like with the Enel cover story. Sure, yeah, I think they should start doing the cover stories in general because, yeah, that Kuzan, not character, Kuzan and Cracker shit was fire.
That could be a full like 2 episodes, right? The cat or the Kuzan thing, the Hokage Island.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, they already did it now, but you talking about the whole shit? Because
The
yeah,
whole cover
Katakuri.
stories.
Yeah, I just realized they didn't do the part where Katakuri and Evan was punching each other. They only did that one part with Kuzan. That's weird. I don't like that. If you're gonna do it, nigga, do it. You feel me?
Do it right.
We
Yeah.
did. They did Garp and Kobe, right? Like they did that early on.
Barely. It was like a filler scene, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, it might have been.
Yeah, maybe it
canon,
was.
but-
Maybe it was.
No, but I'm checking the manga. We're at the end of 1075 right now.
It's in 73. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we've gotten to the point where the Boa Seraphim like is pretty much shown that she's malicious.
Oh yeah, y'all remember all that debate we had about who was that shadow thinking it was Saturn or whatever? It was Boa's Seraphim the whole time, bro.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I don't know
Not
what
just
was
that,
thinking
but
with that.
I feel like in the anime, they're giving a lot more leeway than they are in the manga. In the manga, it was impossible to figure out the traitor. Because as much as like there were a bunch of theories that were also extremely good, especially one from Preach about which one was it? Was it Atlas?
Yeah, Atlas.
Yeah, bro. Even though like it didn't like come true, that was the most eloquent theory I heard about the traitor by far. Like yours,
I know,
the
but
Atlas.
I did like that one.
It was so good.
He got killed in like 2 days.
Bro, it was so good. But the thing is, like, with the anime, it's not even like a shadow of a doubt. It is by far York, and you can see it like through her actions, because like they're making tiny little like eye gestures or eye contact things like that make her seem suspicious, and like certain frames and stuff like that, making her seem like she doesn't know anything because she's always sleeping or eating, when in reality she does know what she's doing. So it's very like easy to see. Whereas in the manga, that shit was impossible. So how do you guys feel about that?
I mean,
I agree. They added like little reaction shots and shit, like when she did the little slap face last episode.
Yeah.
Versus now, and I mean versus the manga where it was just nothing. Like maybe Oda like left some shit out of his transcript where it was like giving us hints or whatever. But I was around. There were a lot of theories going on, and not many of them say York. So yeah,
I think
it's definitely
slipping and
easier.
selling. I mean, there was one that caught on quickly. They were like, "Oh, because it's greed," but that was like everyone dismissed it. They're like, "Nah," but York can't handle that because she's terrible or something, or that like the satellite is just based on like eating solely, so there's no way it's actually competent, and everyone dismissed it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very, very tough, but I feel like the anime people are gonna have it a lot easier if they're anime onlys. But obviously, they're probably not here.
Yeah, Dax said they should add a CP0 flashback episode where they quickly run through the CP9 episode. That is true. They should, because it's the thing. This week they're doing a filler episode, which is just like giving you like backstory on the Yonko stuff that we already know. So like, I feel like if you could do that, why not just do stuff that Oda actually drew and wrote
In the
but
cover story.
Like, why not? And if you have to add some filler or whatever just to fill it out, that's fine, as long as it's not nothing egregious.
See, honestly, I genuinely think that like you could make an entire episode like for filler based on cover stories, like they did with Kobe and Helmeppo, right? They did it with Kobe and Helmeppo, and it was perfect.
It was like the last 10, 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, but it was still like whole
It was
like
a good amount. That was just one cover story. Yeah, I'm
good amounts. Yeah. So each and every single one of those moments, they were able to compile up an entire like 10, 15 minutes of good backstory. And if you're able to do that, there's so many storylines that Oda has covered in a cover story that it's not really just like something like completely complex to the point where, oh my god, it will completely change the story entirely. But it's the small things in One Piece that we all enjoy, whether it's Yamato's like what you call pilgrimage, right? There's that. There's obviously the whole story of going to Whole Cake Island, even like the whole idea of Bartolomeo bringing down the like Shanks's flag and stuff like that. Although it was explained a little bit in the anime, but still, all these things can be fleshed out more if they want to create these quote unquote filler episodes.
We should probably talk about that, and JJ, lean into it. What the hell is going on in this Yamato cover story, bro?
Honestly, I think it's just a simple thing of like she's doing an exact checklist of what Odin did in every single aspect.
I'm like, what are we doing here, bro?
It is kind
go
of
ahead and get food. It's like an RPG. Like, go here and pick up this food for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
No, if I had to describe it perfectly, it literally is Odin glazing at its max. So it is what it is.
Mr. Fit, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Miss. Oh, my bad. I was singing a song, bro. I don't know why I was so loud with that. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, like the thing with the Yamato cover story is like nothing has happened yet. Like she hasn't even left, right?
She's just look. She gets a note from Kinemon. Go here and get this. And then she goes somewhere and gets some. It's food. It's been food both times, right? She's getting food, right?
Yeah.
Is she DoorDashing right now? What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe she's making like home cooked ingredients, like her own like version of Odin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. But
hey, maybe I don't know.
Oh man.
Let me check the.
Oh, that's the surprises with the ending.
Yeah, you got to.
Or maybe there would be like a twist midway through and.
Man, yeah, let's see. Ogre Child, Yamato's Golden Harvest, Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 6. Otsuru gave me medicine and dumplings. And there's also the sumo behind, acting like nothing ever happened.
Are you talking Luffy biggest arc?
Yep.
Extreme diff fight in the anime?
Yep. Man, what is going on?
Man, I don't know. I'm watching.
I really don't know what to say because, like, I feel like Oda, you could give us a tiny bit more creativity when it came to Yamato's pilgrimage.
I mean, there's so much in Wano that you could do, and
DoorDash.
Yeah, I mean,
DoorDash.
No, it literally is DoorDash.
Like, we've been allowed to DoorDash to go down lately. Apparently, that's what Kizaru was doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we still got the answer to that food shit, right?
We really haven't, and it's really tough to say now because it seems that like all parties are investing
so hard, bro.
Like we just brought him food randomly, bro.
You know what's funny is he's gonna reveal it in like the last chapter of Egghead.
They're gonna build a ship. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, what you call it brought me this food. Like, bro, really?
Bro, watch it be some like weird stuff that it's like, oh, Dragon was here the whole time and he just did it with a gust of wind or some shit like that. I don't know. It's gonna be something that we didn't expect because Oda always loves to take the like left hand.
What are the options? Caribou, I'm guessing, is one of them.
Bro, if Caribou does it, it's really hard to explain why he would do it. Why would Caribou do it? What gain would Caribou have to keep Luffy alive?
So what are the Caribou, Kizaru, and then what's the other one? Blackbeard.
Oh, Lafitte.
Yeah, Blackbeard. Yeah.
Like, is the first thing? Yeah, the first question you have to ask in all these scenarios is, what do they gain from doing that?
Yeah.
Maybe you can say that Lafitte was trying to keep the attention away from them.
A distraction.
But at the same time, it's like that's the best. You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? What else?
Is there anyone else?
Caribou. Same question goes for Caribou.
Kizaru, like, do you think Kizaru is even in this question still?
No, he didn't do
Honestly, with his story, bro, I'm low-key kind of disappointed.
Just wait.
I know. Like, it'll be fleshed out soon enough. But
actually, bro,
so far,
what has Kizaru done in the last like 3 or 4 chapters?
Nothing.
He's taking a nap, bro. Y'all don't get tired.
In the middle of a war,
mean-
bro.
What's up?
In the middle of battle, I mean, I don't think you have the luxury of getting tired. It's still tough, but
So, is
all
there
right.
any other options besides Blackbeard pirates and caribou?
I really think there's not, because if we go back to what chapter was that, by the way? Because if we go back and check, it literally just was plopped right next to him. There wasn't no sound effect or anything, right?
Yeah,
What chapter was
the only thing I'm wondering though is if it's caribou. How did no one notice? Like, because the thing with Kizaru was that the idea was that he could do it so fast. With the Blackbeard pirates, you could teleport. You could teleport the food, right? So like,
it? Yeah.
I just don't understand how caribou would have done it. But
Me neither.
that's
missed-
my thing with caribou. It's like it doesn't make too much sense to me.
Please don't let these girls win this game, bro. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he's just gonna say some Marines did it or something. Who knows, bro?
Okay, I think it's 11:04,
Dog
right
did it.
after the flashback. So I'm checking right now. So Kuma saves Bonnie with the big ass punch. Vegapunk.
Actually, bro, it could be dog,
Bro's
bro. Like she
about
hasn't done
that.
anything this whole arc.
Oh, nah, shit. I don't think it was dog. I
Man,
don't
this
think
is
it was
tough.
dog.
I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Doll hasn't really done much. But I'm still trying to find the panel where Luffy gets the food. Man, this is tough. Where even is Luffy, man? Luffy, where you at? I haven't found Luffy and it's been like 6 chapters.
What if we never find out who gave Luffy food?
That would be
Oh,
so
bro.
funny. It's just like a little thing from Oda. It's like, yo, here's
Somebody fed Luffy. Oh, I voted for Caribou on accident, bro. Fuck. I didn't even try to vote. It'd be funny we never found out though. Maybe it was Green Bull.
okay.
think so?
If it is Green Bull, I kid you not,
I'm
That-
telling y'all, bro. Green Bull is a
view-
good person.
biggest asshole of the year. But
Green Bulls. Why do you want him to be good?
why do you want to have
I'm
him?
tired of these evil. Well, no, never mind. Let me stop. I like the fact that he's evil. The only reason I want Green Bull to be good is just because of the idea of him being related to Wano. Bro, y'all don't have to act like everybody. Y'all remember when it was weekly, when Green Bull pulled up at the end of Wano, everybody thought he was coming
Came
on some
to
cool
save
shit.
Wano.
Yeah, like everybody did. It did. It's like he opens his mouth and it's like, oh, that's not why he's here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
Okay,
I mean,
so
to be fair, he
I
did
just-
restore the land,
wildlife.
the wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I'm fine with, like I said, I like an evil person. Somebody that's just comically evil. Like, it's cool to see that. Everybody don't got to be redeemed and have some Naruto backstory where he's really a good guy. But I don't know. I feel like the stuff with Ushimaru wearing a cloak with Green Bull on it, all that stuff, it's like he felt as like a potential for Green Bull to be a cool guy, just for him to do a heel turn like a fucking WWE wrestler or some shit, bro.
I mean, what do you feel is destined for that role? You never
yeah,
know.
looking back on
I
it,
ain't mad at it.
because everyone thought that he would be connected to Zoro, Ushimaru in some way. Like that might have just been the most blatant foreshadowing in the most simplest form. Where it's not, he's not connected, but he is going to show up in this arc. But I guess we just look into it too much.
What's up, boy? Oh, my son came in here. Couldn't resist. Guess you want to talk about One Piece?
Hey.
How old before he starts watching One Piece?
Yeah, when you
yeah.
think you're gonna indoctrinate him into this?
I think that I'm gonna get him on the manga first. You feel me? He's gonna read, not watching nothing.
But I'm
Say
gonna tell you
hey.
this. The only reason I wouldn't show a kid One Piece is because of Sanji, bro.
Stop it, bro.
Honestly, I would have to agree.
Like I don't even care about the violence, bro. Like it's like a childish anime, but when you got Sanji doing some pretty crazy stuff, bro.
Very.
Cool, bro. I think Sanji is a good role model for the kids. Say hey, bro.
I don't know about that one.
I think Zoro is the best role model out of all the Straw Hats.
The alcoholic? Do it here, bro.
Oh, I think I figured it out.
Oh,
Boys, I think I figured it out. Okay.
You gonna go time?
I think I figured out who gave Luffy the water, the food.
Who that?
Okay, so based on reading, let's see. So pretty much right now, Saturn is completely like giving Bonnie the shit, like verbal abuse about her dad and whatnot. Then Kuma comes to save the day. But right before that, Luffy's literally dying of no food and Gear 5 withdrawals. And Atlas hears Luffy say meat, and she says, I want to, but I can't move. So everybody was standstill because of Saturn at that time. So as soon as Kuma came in, saved Bonnie, and then punched Saturn, it created an opening for him to like get pounded, pause, and then like everybody was able to move again. And then I'm pretty sure as soon as everybody started moving again, I can see like in this panel, like finally I can move again. Bonnie, are you hurt? Now's our chance. Take Bonnie and let's move on up. That's Frankie, Sanji, Vegapunk, and even Atlas is running. Escape is our only goal. So I'm pretty sure Atlas had in mind that we should get food as quickly to Luffy as possible. So I can see Atlas is still standing there, seeing Saturn get back up, and then let's see, Frankie does the radical beam to Saturn, which actually helps out, and then Kizaru comes back in to help Saturn. Then we see Kuma getting put on top of Atlas. Can you carry him to Label Phase, Atlas? So I'm pretty sure that as the carrying was happening, we can see that Luffy's eating the food. Because in 1105, there's a very distinct moment. Hold on. Sorry for monologuing, y'all, but I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find it. Where is it? At the very end. Yeah, so at very end of 1105, you see that Luffy, it says, hey, that's Straw Hat, right? And then he's like, oh, I can't eat anymore. So I think Atlas's first priority was, as soon as she was free, to get Luffy food and to like re-energize him again. And then as soon as that was done, get to the main mission of getting everyone to escape. So I think it was Atlas for sure. She's the only one.
I think that's gonna be something else that the anime probably gonna make much more clear.
Much clearer, yeah.
Can y'all please vote for Sanji in the chat? Chat, vote for Sanji.
Definitely Zoro.
Listen,
all right,
the smoking and the alcohol cancel each other out.
Yeah.
And then you got Sanji's big flaw, bro.
Hold on. What is
bro, it's not even big. It's ginormous.
What flaw?
Listen, bro.
Let's talk about canon scenes, okay?
I'm gonna tell you something. Thriller Bark is canon.
The Thriller Bark is canon. So is Fishman Island.
Yeah, that bathing house was canon.
Bro. Yo, wow, bro. Nah, that's crazy.
It's not crazy, bro.
Let me tell you something.
It is not crazy.
Sanji, I would tell you what values and morals children would gain from being Sanji fans, right? You will learn to respect women, right? You will learn how to cook, which is essential to life. You will learn how to fly, and you will just be a smart person overall. If Zoro was your role model, the only thing you would learn is
hard work,
determination,
discipline.
Yeah, hard work. You can't look. Let's not make. No, that's all the same shit. All right, hard work and discipline is all the same thing. Sanji a fan. Okay.
Listen, you remember when John Moran was talking to that baddie after the game? That's Zoro, bro.
No, it's not.
Nah. See, I'll hit y'all with a point that I can't lie. It's disputing evidence from Oda that Zoro is better. And the reason why is because we have Momonosuke, literally a child. He saw Sanji and he saw Zoro. He learned stuff from Zoro, Tsunachi and things like that. Where at first,
I mean, he learned swordsmanship. He's from Wano. He learned how to be a swordsman from a swordsman. That's not.
yeah,
Come
no,
on.
but like life
on
and
now.
things like that. Yeah, he learning
Come
like
on now. Women in the world
who are
look
you?
after and
And
respect Sanji.
what did Sanji do? He started beefing with a little kid because the little
'Cause he
kid.
was a fucking pervert, bro. That nigga was trying to take advantage of, bro.
Sanji would have
Momo
Momo
is
is 28 years old. He's 28
He's-
years old. I don't care about none of that other shit.
Bro,
Sanji a fan.
He's a
Imagine a
28-year-old.
grown man that is 22 years old beefing over an 8. I'm not even talking about
28.
Wano. I'm talking
He's
about Dressrosa and
He's
Zoe.
28.
The man, no, I'm talking about those arcs. The Sanji
I
is
don't
a
care about
grown-
the arcs. I'm looking at the full.
No,
scope,
I
you
am.
feel
That's
me?
what I'm saying. The full beginning.
Nah, man.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sanji knew something was off because
Momo was a kid from the beginning. So when he was 8 years old,
something was off because he
bro,
got good
you
observation.
can't dismiss it, bro. It literally Dressrosa, Zoe, Sanji, and Brook. I'll give Brook this too because I don't know Brook was out wilding as well, but
Bro,
they're
Sanji
full on
and Brook.
arguing with an 8-year-old kid about getting girls. A full grown
Arguing
man,
about being a pervert.
full grown man arguing with
They
an
don't got no room
8-year-old.
to- they
kid.
got no
Don't
room
be
to
like
speak.
me. Yeah, he's trying to say, don't be like me. That's what a role model's supposed to do. Don't follow in my bad footsteps. Learn how to cook.
What's the intention though? He was jealous.
Learn how to.
Bro,
you can be jealous, but it couldn't come from the right place.
That's
Y'all
not
been
a
like
good-
that, been jealous before?
that's not a good role
So
model,
y'all
bro.
telling me the nigga that sits around, sleeps all day, and
Actually,
drinks.
You know what's even crazier? The fact that Sanji even made those reactions to Momo, like doing shit with Nami and Robin. Like that doesn't dismiss Momo's actions. Yes, it's bad, but Sanji adding fuel to the fire, obviously Nami's gonna react to it. as
Nami,
well.
I mean, but
makes
Momo's
it
a
worse.
child, bro. He's like what?
Exactly,
He's like 10
Momo's
years
a
old.
kid. So now Momo is gonna like play fight with
Momo's 28,
Sanji
bro.
or do shit on purpose.
Oh, they having
So
fun.
because
Shit.
Sanji
You
reacts.
act like Momo don't fuck with Sanji now. You know, so that's just a gag.
No, he do.
Let's be
He do.
serious. Don't
He
just
do.
use this as the catch all. Like no,
No, but we
listen.
talking about child.
Momo learned how
No,
to.
but we know that
talking about
Zoro is his role
childhood
model,
role
right?
model.
Like we know.
Momo learned how to do swordsmanship from a swordsman because he's from the land of swordsmen. That's why he had a better relationship with Zoro. If Momo came from the land of cooks, he would have learned how to cook from Sanji. So that's not an adequate way to dispel that conversation. You feel me? That's not a fair
I'm
point.
giving you what has been given in the manga.
And I'm giving you context
we-
about it.
we are
If
talking-
Momo was from fucking what's the name of that ship? The Orbit that Sanji escaped to when he was a kid. And let's say he would have made his way to the Straw Hats. You think he still would have learned swordsmanship from Zoro? Or he would have learned how to cook from Sanji.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He ain't. So it is what it is.
Of course, you
Like,
can. That's my question.
no, but it doesn't matter because that's not
Yes, it
there.
does. Because
It's
you're
not
using
there.
because you're taking
I'm
something
using
away
what's-
from Sanji. Because
Nah, I'm
he
not
had a better
using-
relationship with someone who relates to his background. But
That's also
I'm telling you
because-
that that's not
That's
not
not him.
in Zoro's. You can't use that against Sanji because Sanji isn't a swordsman. So of course, Momo is gonna lean towards something that relates to where he's from.
No, but even in
me?
I
general,
don't think
if you
I don't think
look
he
at-
looks up to Zoro just because of that though. I think it's more
Yeah.
so.
He looks up to all the Straw Hats, but we're
strong.
so he don't
like,
look up to all the Straw Hats
Well, there's a lot of swordsmen in Wano, but he chose Zoro.
because he's strong.
No, it's not. It's because of his character, bro. It's like
character as well. Like he is a good role model
Wow.
overall, better than Sanji
he's
as well.
ambitious, right? He's
Bro,
determined.
I even remember specifically. I think
Once
it's
again,
956
you
or
cannot use
957.
this
Hold on,
against
hold on.
Zoro is
Hold on.
a
Hold on.
once in a generational
No,
swordsman.
no. Forget
The
even.
point you're using
No.
is
Forget all that.
removing context.
Forget all that. No, forget context. Forget
But
that.
bro,
And
Sanji
you learn one
Sanji
word
would
from-
throw, bro, hold
He
on.
learned one
Sanji
word
would
from
throw
Zoro
away
that he's
his
not even
dreams.
supposed to say.
Yo, listen. Okay, look. Another thing, right?
He
Nine.
learned one thing from Zoro that
Yo,
he's not
bro.
even supposed to say.
Yo, Krow. 958, right? The anime episode. I just saw it, right? There is a literal section in which Sanji is trying to get with Hiyori, right? Like kiss up and do all that stuff, right? And saw that Momo was actually Hiyori's brother. And because of that, started kissing up to Momo. And then Zoro called him out and he's like, nah, don't kiss up to the little brother just because you want to get some from Hiyori. That's not right. That's clearly being a good role model. And he's right about that.
Let me tell you something,
Momo-
bro. When you're watching
Zoro
One Piece
isn't
with your,
interested in women, first of all.
When I'm-
So let's be serious.
when I'm watching
Bro.
One Piece,
Of
and
He
I'm
course
like,
he's
literally
gonna
said
say
it outright.
Of course Zoro gonna say that because he's not interested in women.
look, bro, you're watching One Piece with your kids and Sanji starts simping. How you explain that to a kid, bro?
I'm gonna tell him, listen, you don't
You-
gotta go that far with it.
Nosebleeds and all
No,
that.
you just saying
You
he's a
don't gotta go
weirdo, bro.
that far with it. I would
So-
say you don't need to go as far as Sanji is, but make sure you respect and protect women, son. That's literally what I'm gonna say. Don't be out here doing backflips and shit because blood coming out your nose. But you know what I'm saying? Women are very,
Oh man.
you know, they should be protected.
I have the exact manga panel from chapter 955 right here.
It's because
Momo
I think
talking to Zoro. You rescued her, Zoro. I am in your debt. Hiyori is rough and tumble, but at her core, she is soft and quick to her ears. Listen, Momo, you gotta get your mind out of the past. She's 18 years older than you now. What?
What are you proving by reading this?
Listen, I'm still reading. I'm still
saying,
reading.
what's the purpose? Because you're wasting your time because it's not changing nothing about
Bro,
what we're saying.
It's changing everything. You just don't want to see what I'm talking about. That's what
I
I'm
see
saying.
what you're saying. I'm telling you that it's irrelevant to the conversation, though. Yes, Sanji tried to kiss up to Momo to get close to his sister.
Bro,
But what does that have to do with anything?
we're talking about literal role models. And then we have the perfect example of a role model, a literal kid, because that's what we're talking about, right? Child role models. And we have an example of that in the story. We see Zoro being a good role model and saying, all right, listen, Momo, it's not like that anymore. Like your sister, she's grown now. And then now,
give him
right in the next panel,
advice as being a role model.
in the next next
Okay.
panel, Sanji says, "Wait, was she the babe I saw you with?" And then Sanji straight up goes to Momo, pinches his cheeks, and he's like, "Oh, Momonosuke, anything I can do, little buddy." And Zoro's like, "Don't suck up to her brother, idiot." That is literal translation.
Reaching, brother.
It's not even reaching. It's
definitely a reach, bro.
Right
Like Momo looks at both
there.
Zoro and Sanji like big brother figures. So you going and cherry picking one scene is not changing anything about
Not
that,
even
bro.
cherry
Listen, bro.
picking.
I think Sanji is hilarious. Don't get me wrong. He's the most funny character in One Piece.
Yes.
I just think for like a little kid, like I think.
Nah, I definitely get that. Obviously I'm joking. You don't want your kid fucking doing this Sanji bullshit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, I mean, like,
but these arguments are not
early
the
One
way
Piece
to
too. Like
do
Sanji
that.
wasn't even that bad.
Literally there.
It's like more later on where he starts to go a little crazy, bro.
Have I seen Kendrick's new grill?
No,
I
but
seen Kendrick's new grill. I'm gonna tell you something, Billy Bob. All right, there's a nigga named Dick in Kendrick's mouth right now. That's all I'm saying. That's kind of wild.
What the fuck?
Okay.
bro, all I'm saying is if you take a kid, right, and take him next to two dudes, and one dude is talking about saying, "Oh, giving you genuine advice," and the other dude is just trying to smooch up to you just so that he can get with your sister. There's definitely a better role model between the two. I think it's quite clear.
You think Luffy is a good role model?
Luffy's definitely a bad role model.
Times when
He is good. He's good moral
with the son. Like how the barbers try to get a kid a good haircut so they can kiss up to the mama. That's the same thing, bro. That's the same thing,
I
bro.
think
literally.
Luffy is a good role model in most cases, but I think Zoro is even better than Luffy.
I think Luffy is a great role model for creativity and individual, but he's a very bad role model in terms of the fact that his decisions are solely rooted based off of what he can do.
Bro,
like his powers
listen,
as well.
neither one of these three niggas are good role models. All right, let's go ahead and get that out of there.
Nah, bro.
Bro, I'm saying
Luffy is the best because he inspires you to chase your dreams more than anything.
That's what Zoro does too. Except Zoro
does Zoro do that?
Zoro's also more mature. Like Luffy works for a certain type of people, but I feel like Zoro, if you're trying to show somebody like Luffy's like a kid, bro. Like he's like a man child.
Bro, they're more similar than you acting. You know what I'm saying?
They are very similar, but I think the big difference is Zoro is more mature, and
I'm explaining
like
what
Luffy
I just
doesn't
said.
even think, right? Like at least Zoro has some kind of thought. Might not be smart, but he at least thinks about certain things.
Sanji's the smartest out of all these, man. Listen, what I just said about Kendrick is y'all know Dick Gregory?
But he's still talking about what he got in his mouth.
I'll just explain it because Billy Bob is. He's like, have you ever heard of Dick Gregory before? The person?
Nah, I never have. No.
Well, Dick Gregory is a famous person that apparently Kendrick looks up to. And Kendrick got a grill, and the grill has Dick Gregory on one of the teeth. So, the joke has been that Kendrick got, that in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And why
Yeah, we need
Sanji
to
with a
pause for that
pole?
one.
I didn't do
Oh,
it,
man.
bro. That's
Yo,
a wild grill.
okay,
That's a lot of niggas you
chat,
could have
chat.
put in your mouth. Pause.
See, this is a very casual thing. So, another thing that I would like to do for this stream is also just suggestions for the stream. Like, if you want to see something to add to the stream, like an official thing, like let us know.
We
And
just
speaking of that, should we add in a genuine official pause counter? Like, should we actually?
I think JJ usually got it. He usually got it.
No, no,
Like,
not even like 10
I'm not on my
seconds.
burners, but
Yeah.
hold on. I'm not on my burners. Stop it.
I'm talking about actual a genuine like on the stream counter that says or adds every time there's a pause moment. Every single time.
We should probably do that. We also need to get the soundboards back.
Ooh. I mean, I have that, but like there's more stuff we can add for sure.
I'm gonna play something. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
No, but chat, definitely this is the perfect time to let us know. Like if you have good ideas you think, hey, yep, shit like that. If you really have good ideas that like you think, hey, I think this is a good thing that the OPU crew should add to the stream, it'll make it more entertaining. Please let me know because I'm not gonna. I was watching some clips of Phantom earlier, right? And he's making shit hella funny just from the soundboard stuff that he be using, like those Vine booms or like the general stuff that he adds. Even when he was like breaking down, because he was in a reality show not too long ago, so he was breaking down clips of that, and he was like using like NBA playoffs music about like clutch moments and shit like that. Hella funny. So
Answer me this, then.
if you want to like see those type of, like specific things that you want added to the stream, let us know.
I want to do a power scaling tournament where everybody, and we bring on people too. They have to pick a character, and it can be from different shows too, and power scale them against like other people. Like let's say for example, if I pick fucking Sasuke from Naruto, obviously, and you picked fucking Tien from Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
We would have to have like a time debate with like rounds where we debate who wins and we go on a tournament style bracket. I want to do that one day.
See, we still need to. Okay, we need to organize this for sure. But the Sanji and Zoro debate, we still need to figure out as well.
Yeah,
That's cooking for a while, but I don't know. Chat, y'all think we ready for that or? I don't know. It's tough, but we'll see.
yo,
A lot of stuff we have cooking in the works, but that is probably one of the main things as well.
I want to stream, bro. I want when I get back when I move into my new spot. I want to stream on the OPU channel, bro.
Honestly, that is another thing that I'm very.
Are you and JJ still doing some kind of content?
Yeah, but I don't know if y'all wanted me to, you know what I'm saying, want us to do it on that. It was probably gonna start from scratch or some other shit.
No, but honestly, we can just have JJ use the OPU channel to do his streams and reactions and stuff.
That works.
Yeah, because like then he doesn't have to like do the grind to 1K. He only has to worry about the other like viewer count monetization stuff, which we can achieve. Watch hours and things like that.
Let me see. Let me go look at if anybody like has like left comments or whatever, like where y'all been type shit. I wonder if that's the case. Let me see. Sasuke watching everyone. Sasuke a fraud, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, actually, I do have a like. Wait. Preach. Are you done with the solo leveling?
Nah, I didn't.
The anime?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't watch it.
Then I won't spoil. But all I'm saying is the character Sung Jin Woo, that man has like very very crazy potential to do some crazy shit in any power scaling or any given thing.
Probably
Like,
in the serious Sanji chat.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we can. If you guys want to go into NBA talk when I come back.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, probably we'll use the in the series version of everyone, which isn't really fair to One Piece because the series is not over. So
Yeah.
that's what. Hold on.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Sukuna is one of the biggest frauds when it comes to power scaling. I cannot.
Sasuke beating the shits out of Sukuna, bro.
Bro, Sukuna is so.
He might not even I'm not gonna lie, Sukuna's not touching Sasuke.
I don't know what it is because Sukuna is quite literally just like if Batman had 800 years of prep time. That's literally what he is. He had 800 years to prep. Oh, what's he gonna do next once he gets revived? So as soon as he got revived and into Yuji's body, Sukuna got the finger down the hatch, right? As soon as he
Man,
saw
I ain't
Meg,
gonna lie.
started plotting, started planning.
This man, Sasuke, is probably like what Saturn did to Sanji. I diffed him, of course, and of course, Sanji actually can defeat Saturn. We know that, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think that like he will truly perception blitz and just one shot Sukuna. It's not even a debate. Like there's nothing Sukuna got for Sasuke, bro. Sukuna is like he needs to be compared to people from like My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
I
Who
don't
else?
even think he can compete with Black Clover niggas.
No, Black Clover is completely different.
Even if
Black
Sasuke don't got Sharingan, he don't need it to beat Sukuna. I promise you, he don't. Let me see. I think My Hero is a good like scale for like the versus when it comes to like
No, but the thing is, like,
um,
in My
yeah.
Hero, and also in my opinion, is the most diverse because quirks are very tough to power scale. Because
Mhm.
other than one for all and all for one, each and every single thing is varyingly different in terms
And it's
of
just
the
a matter of like
skill.
the ceiling for the story is kind of like you know what I'm saying at best like city country level. You know what I'm saying like
Yeah.
niggas not destroying planets like Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. And Naruto destroying moons and shit. And I think that Luffy at one point will be able to like destroy moon level stuff. Like Badra, you can't tell me that Badrain gun can't destroy the moon. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, Bajrang Gatling? Bro, that could destroy a planet. Bajrang Gatling. If Luffy's also like a size that he wants to be. Like, what if Luffy's just like, all right, I'm gonna be as big as the planet now?
I mean, his imagination. So Aizen solo Naruto, bro. I think that Aizen is. I don't know if he's solo in the verse, but in 1v1, nobody's from Naruto beating him. I'll
I
give it that.
haven't caught up to Bleach, so I don't know all about Aizen, but
Listen,
from what I've seen,
listen.
he seems to be pretty strong.
Man, he's fucking busted, bro. The Bleach universe in general is busted though. Like they're gods. They're literally demigod or soul reapers. Like they're the Grim Reaper. That's literally their job.
Yeah.
The hacks in Bleach is insane. Like it's one nigga that got the power to just erase your name from existence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. Aizen is busted. He's like hacks plus raw power at the same time. Um, oh my god.
Okay. Ooh, also chat. If you guys are still very engaged, going off from the power scaling debate more into the whole idea of trying to expand the OPU channel. If we were to play games and things like that, or just general like general things that content creators do with like games or just entertainment type stuff, what would you guys like to see? Because I could see us just like casually kicking back and like recording some stuff for the OPU channel, whether it be JJ's streams, like his reactions, pro streaming, us in general, like two or three of us from the crew playing games or something like that. Like I don't know, like playing 2K or FIFA or something. I don't know, but whatever like would you guys would want to see, let us know in chat because based on your ideas, we can know what you guys want to see, and based off of that, we could create something and we could do something for y'all because that's the whole point. We create what y'all want to see. So
For sure. Like gaming
bro,
wise, I do a lot of fighting games. Y'all want to see some fighting games? Let me know. I'll pull up on OPU with it.
oh, best believe that as soon as the new Dragon Ball fighting game comes out, all of OPU is playing it, and
I'm
there's gonna
scared. This is my thing with that, and I'm excited for the game for sure, 1,000%.
oh come
I
on,
just
Krow.
feel like listen. I'm not.
All right.
I think that type of game is one that doesn't really. It's not. I don't know if there's like a skill set like gap in that game.
What game?
Like you can the new Dragon Ball game that's coming out. I'm gonna play the game and have tons of fun, but I mean like as far as like being competitive with it, I don't
No,
know
I'm
if it's meant for that. You know
not
what I'm
saying
saying?
I'm not saying like we're gonna play like ranked games and stuff
No,
like
for
that.
sure, for sure, for sure.
I'm just saying like,
No,
oh,
I'm just putting out my frustration in general. You know what I'm saying? Not with y'all. We're gonna play. We can play that shit for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
looking at
thinking-
like the hype behind it. I think that one thing that keeps people around is feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you can grow and get better at a game. I don't know if that, like, when we was kids, it was cool, but I don't know if that shit gonna really have that.
What
now.
game is it?
The Sparkling Zero, the new Tenkaichi Dragon Ball.
the
game.
new Tenkaichi 4.
That's what it's
pretty
called
much.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sparkling
it's called
Zero.
Sparking Zero.
You hope One Piece get a good game. Look, oh my god.
See,
Don't get me
in my
started on this
opinion,
shit, bro.
oh no, I know the whole thing with the One Piece game, and it's quite literally just they have two routes they want to go to. It's either A, they go with the Dragon Ball route, which is they just do the whole story over and over again,
It's
in
annoying.
which is annoying, or B, they're waiting for the story to finish and go with plan A, but go with a plan B approach, which is the thing that we've always wanted from a One Piece game, which is open world RPG. You get to explore the entire One Piece world and be whatever
I
you
don't want
want.
that shit. I just want a fighting game, bro.
But obviously, in
legit
the
fighting
RPG,
game.
they're fighting games and stuff like that. But
I want
obviously-
them to focus on one because when you try to do both, neither one of them gets the love they deserve.
What do you?
in my
what is,
opinion,
Xenoverse?
RPG would fit One
I
Piece
don't
better.
like I never played Xenoverse. I ain't gonna say I never played the Xenoverse games.
I played Xenoverse too, and I will say in terms of a 3D fighting arena RPG, right, that gives us freedom, it's the best of any anime game. Period.
Yeah, JJ, Dad, we was just wrapping it up.
It's very
No,
different.
I'm just playing, I want a.
Is that D. Jean Sharad on all social medias?
I just want a basic. I mean, a good fighting game. It don't gotta be. It can be like the Naruto Storm series. It can be like Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't
Well, I was gonna
care.
say Fire.
Bro,
Fighters
Briz
is-
mic is loud this time. Huh?
Is it really?
JJ?
Well, like last time your mic was quiet.
Okay, is it good now?
No,
JJ
I
has
think it's just
phone.
because I had you turned up all the way.
Oh, okay. See, y'all, my bad, chat. If I sound like I'm screaming now, but
I turned down before we got started. I was like, yeah, he's a little louder today. Well,
I did.
nah, it's just I don't care if it's like fighters. I would prefer it to be like fighters probably, but I think the issue with that is the scaling of the size of the people, right? Because One Piece got niggas that's like 40 feet tall, then you got Luffy who's 5'8". But they can scale it down. I don't think nobody would be upset if Kaido would scale down to be like Broly size or something. What is that noise? Jesus.
It is definitely Joshua Rod for sure. And
Might
he's
be an
gone.
old android.
Don't worry, y'all. We'll see him soon.
But yeah, I mean, listen, bro. It's just nostalgia for me. I'm gonna play it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for sure. I'm hoping it got staying power because I think, you know, you can drop a game and if nostalgia is your selling point, then people gonna play it for a couple months and then say fuck this shit. You know?
Man, I'm mad at everybody, man. That's all I got to say.
Oh, you got the android out for real. Why you say that?
It's the Android for
Wait.
sure.
Oh, geez. What's it sounding like? The iPhone 4? What's going on?
yeah,
It sounds like
Sounds-
the iPhone 3GS.
pretty rough, bro.
That was a good year, though, right?
It
Yeah,
sound
it
like
was.
it sound like you're on a walkie-talkie. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like you're in 1996. Oh,
That was a good year, too. JJ, John Serrato on social media, over.
Phone hold.
God, this genuinely sounds like a radio show, and JJ's a
That's
caller.
how
Right
he's a caller for real. Oh god.
Listen, my name is John. I'm from Marietta, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta.
All right, John, I need your opinion. Thank you for calling in today. Is Zoro Yonko level?
Oh shit.
I mean, like, is grass green?
Next
Is
caller,
the-
please. Next caller.
Is the sky blue? is water wet? Like,
Next
I
caller.
thought, I,
he's
thought,
wrong.
I thought this was the OPU stream, not the we gonna ask ridiculous questions stream. Like, of course, Zoro is Yonko. If Buggy is Yonko level, then what's the definition of Yonko level? Like, don't play my boy.
Listen, stop it. Y'all know when we do this, we talk about we don't talk about the exceptions to the rule. We say Yonko level. When I say Yonko level, I mean at bare minimum, you're as strong as Big Mom. Cause Zoro beat Big
Listen.
Mom.
So wait, hold up. So when you say Yonko, you mean someone who could fight Kaido?
Yeah, fight. No, stop.
Boom,
Fight,
like, yo, I'm free. Like, I'm
fight
beefing with
and
you.
actually
I
fight them.
appreciate that answer. Fact of the matter is, Big Mom went bar for bar with Kaido. You left that situation like.
All right, bro. Now I could barely understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
He said Big Mom went bar for bar with Kaido.
Beauty of
I mean,
man.
listen.
I just have to tap in real quick.
Damn, you went out there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My
caller
boy,
disconnected. Caller.
it's rough right now. They know you talking about some bullshit.
I'm gonna tap out. Y'all give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna have my energy ready for round 2. That's what my girl said.
Nah, bro, it's too muffled, bro. I can't even hear what you're
He
saying.
said give him 10 minutes. He said give him 10 minutes.
Your fault.
We'll see you in 10 minutes, big dog.
I'm out.
Yeah, go let your
OPU,
phone
we do
cool
what we
down.
do. Shout out to the muffled gangsters, man. I'm out.
All right, bro.
All right, then. Well, this is what I say Yonko level. I mean somebody that could beat or at least evenly match a Yonko for over the full course of a fight, right? Is that not what do y'all think when y'all say Yonko level?
I think it's Zoro.
For me, Yonko level has always been the same for me, and it's always been one thing: can you split the sky? If you can split the sky, you are Yonko level.
Because when Luffy split the sky with Kaido, he got beat the fuck off the screen two chapters later.
It is a solely
was
Yonko level
when he
feat.
fought Blackbeard.
Nah, but that's Blackbeard was like
No, but
not
Blackbeard
going
and
all
Law
out
didn't
though.
split the sky.
I think that you have to be able to equally clash with a Yonko over for an extended period of time, and actually have a chance to win the fight to be considered Yonko level. Same way with Admiral. I don't think that just because you can fight one for a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, but lose your Admiral level. I think you need to be equal to the weakest Admiral to be considered Admiral level. That being Fujitora.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
It's the same thing for Warlord, but Warlord level is a lot wider. I don't think that Mihawk should be considered in Warlord. I think Warlord level, when I think about Warlord level, I think about people that are around the strength of Boa, Doflamingo, Jinbei. That's the level. That's it to me. I don't think about Moria, and I don't think about Mihawk. They're outliers.
I always say Dofi has a Yonko level feat.
Because I'm scrub. I mean, maybe I'd say Admiral level feat because the Admiral couldn't stop it.
I mean, I think a Yonko
You think he couldn't stop that though?
You gotta ask Oda, bro.
Being seriously, Oda, come on. Why could Fujitora not stop that?
I mean, why? I mean, I don't know. I'm just on asking, bro.
That's some bullshit, bro. He don't know why. This is why people look at Admirals the way they do, because Oda just been doing a little bullshit throughout the story to tank their stocks, bro.
Or maybe Dofi is just strong.
Dofi's strong for sure. All right, so Prince is right, and I agree with the sky. I think the sky splitting thing is something to announce that you're on that level. But here's my thing: after Luffy split the sky with Kaido, he lost pretty easily, 2 chapters later. So
yeah, but that's Kaido, bro. That's the strongest beast in the world.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Kaido is the strongest of Yonko in that sense, but I feel that yes,
Yep.
but I feel that
Shanks getting Kaido the fuck out of here, bro.
Nope.
Mihawk getting Kaido
No.
the fuck out of here. Bro, Mihawk and Shanks are both beating Kaido. I don't care.
Nope.
No.
I think that's just
I can see maybe Shanks,
a bias
but I don't think
towards
Mihawk can do it.
the
Shanks can beat him.
ending.
Mihawk can beat him.
No, but genuinely, it's the only feat that has been shown throughout Yonko level battles, whether it's even merely just conversations or if it's something serious like 2 crews duking it out. It's always just a splitting the sky feat, whether it's Gold Roger and Whitebeard, Shanks and Whitebeard, Kaido and Luffy, Kaido and Big Mom. It's always sky splitting. And the fact that George return, him splitting the sky himself, I think that shows it
How strong do you think the Gorosei are right now?
I think Gorosei is somewhere between Yonko and Admiral level.
In
But I
my
don't think
opinion,
that. Oh no, I
they're
think the
right-
admiral level.
they're right underneath splitting the sky. Like right underneath.
But I don't think they're admiral level because we saw Kizaru like he's down, bro, and Saturn, even though he hasn't done anything, like he's still fighting. He's still in the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here, let me. Well, how about we do this? Let's name everybody that we think is Yonko level, right? So that would be Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks. Y'all don't think Mihawk Yonko level for real?
I think Mihawk is Yonko level, yeah. I just don't think
Okay.
he's as strong as Shanks.
I don't think he's as strong as Shanks either, but I think I think that Shanks is like comfortably stronger than Kaido.
I don't. I think it's close, bro. I mean,
It's a high def
I
fight.
thought
Don't get me wrong,
it's
I'm
a
not
coin
saying
flip,
like
bro.
he
I'll go either one, but
Oh no, I don't think Kaido can beat him. I don't think Kaido can beat him.
I don't know how Shanks
No,
can beat him.
sir.
To be honest, like
I think Shanks is like Roger, bro. I don't bet against them niggas at all. I don't give a fuck who they fighting.
I'll bet on the guy with 2 arms.
Yo.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Give me for Yonko level. We said Big Mom Kaido. Well, I said Big Mom Kaido, Mihawk, Shanks, Whitebeard, Roger. Probably above Yonko level. Would y'all agree with that?
You said Roger
I
above
mean,
Yonko level?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say so.
I feel like the
Rocks.
4 OGs
Yeah,
or
Rocks, yeah.
including Rocks,
Whitebeard.
there
Yeah.
are people that are above like or high tier Yonko that are where
Mhm.
Kaido's at right now. And I feel like that's your Shanks, Mihawk, Roger, Whitebeard, Prime.
I'm gonna keep
Guard
it a beam
Prime.
with you. I think that everybody that Kaido said, like, do you think you can be as strong as them?
They're high tier.
I think that they can beat Kaido.
So do you,
You think so?
Garp is Kaido level? Like around Kaido?
Yes.
Right now?
No.
Like Prime Garp. Yeah.
Bro, in my opinion, Prime Garp can beat the
Oh, yeah,
living
Dragon
shit out
and
of
Garp too. Dragon and Garp too. Dragon and Garp.
They're above Kaido
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
I
I don't know about Dragon, but
I
Prime
think Dragon's stronger
Garp,
than Kaido.
I
I
think
think
Prime
Dragon is
Garp-
stronger than
Goodness,
Prime
bro.
Dragon
Everybody's
is stronger than Prime
Kaido
Garp.
now.
Bro, it ain't even that. It's not even that. I'm just saying. Okay,
Because you said Mihawk too.
I just think
And if you're
that
saying
Mihawk
Garp,
is
you might
just-
have to throw in Sengoku.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know
no,
about
no,
Kong.
no,
And
no,
Sengoku
no.
is a
No.
is a
I think
toss-up.
Kaido can Sengoku the fuck
How
out of here.
much strong you
Sengoku's a
think
toss-up.
Garp is than Sengoku?
I think that Garp's his
I think
his
there's a
will
pretty
of freedom is
What
is
about
a big deal.
is a
bro.
Kaido stronger than
It's a
Kaido?
big-
No, get the fuck out of here. I think Kaido is close though. He's like low Yonko level. I think Kaido is like
Is any Gorosei stronger than Kaido?
no. I think once we get to the bottom of whatever the fuck this Hax is,
But the
they're
tank
done.
feats.
I don't give a fuck about no tank. Just like I don't give a fuck about speed. Sanji's faster than Zoro, but that ain't doing shit to Zoro.
Yeah, bro.
In my
but
opinion-
like I realized the Gorosei, especially Saturn, has done nothing, bro. Like he did no damage throughout an entire arc.
Yeah, he just been out there running around like Pat Bev, bro.
Yeah, but bro, the hacks usually when it comes to like the Gorosei and stuff, I'm like very sure that there's gonna be a bunch of stipulations and things that the Straw Hats have to do, like little step-by-step procedures in order to make sure that like they get rid of their hacks. And it's gonna be very complicated and a long, drawn-out process because it always is. But yeah, I
Okay.
definitely feel
I
that.
guess I can
That's a
see
good
that, and
point.
if that's
Ho-
true, oh, go ahead.
My bad. I said Jose made a good point about Kaido and Shanks being the gatekeeper to what Pirate King tier is. I think that Pirate King tier is a strength tier as well. And I think that only Roger and Rocks have made it that far.
And Joy Boy.
I mean, yeah, Joy, I wouldn't include that nigga. That nigga
Nah,
probably was
Joy
stronger
Boy,
than all that. I ain't gonna, he probably was beyond that shit.
as far as strength goes, Joy Boy is quite literally the benchmark.
He's probably like
He's
peak
the
Luffy.
first pirate. He is the benchmark.
Yeah.
So the only person who can live up to that right now is Luffy.
Then we're gonna see
So-
a scene where Joy Boy's fighting 20 kings at the same time.
I would love that shit.
Yo,
bro. We're not
That
gonna
would
get it,
be so sick.
though. We're gonna get it.
Oda, you have the chance to do something insane. And also, shout out to Nasties in Hawaii, 420 here in Maui. Shout out to all the people
Or
in Hawaii.
Joy
man.
Boy's crew fighting the 20 kings. I'll be hard.
Prime
bro.
beer. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think that Whitebeard is Pirate King level.
No. We're not doing this, bro.
I would tell you why.
What the?
I think that ambition is a very big part of your strength ceiling, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Whitebeard extremely close.
He's an
He's like,
anomaly, bro. He don't need the ambition.
yes, no, he's not. That ain't how the story worked. If Whitebeard and Roger fought, and Whitebeard was in the way of Roger becoming the Pirate King, there is no way that Whitebeard would beat Roger.
Yeah, but the thing is, he'd win, but it'd be like he'd barely win. It'd be like some like Naruto and Sasuke fight.
Getting that bitch ass nigga out of it. I can give him Pirate King too, but I just don't think that somebody that had no aspirations to be a king should be in the tier with them, to be honest. Like his strength, like a lot of Whitebeard's guys come from his devil fruit. And his hockey is strong. I'm not saying his hockey is strong.
Bro, that's not true, bro.
So when we first hear about it, about Whitebeard, it's literally the strength to destroy the world. That's because it's devil fruit. The closest man to Pirate King.
Bro, not just anyone could do that though. Like it's the strongest man that has that fruit. So like if somebody else had that,
Whitebeard got
besides
that fruit and
if you
tilted
gave
the
that to-
island
if you
immediately.
gave that fruit to Chopper, he's not. No one's afraid of it, bro.
Chopper, bro. Come on, bro.
Recap.
Chopper, bro. Chopper might sink a couple islands, bro.
No, bro.
You tripping? Chopper is gonna stick a couple islands, bro. Give him the fruit and let him like work with it. You feel me? But ambition is strength. Facts. Tell that to
So
the
how
kid
did
if he
okay?
can-
So that's true. Then how did Whitebeard become so strong?
His ambition is one that's worthy of being a very strong character. Want to have a family, protect your family. It's a big deal now, but at the same time, Roger's ambition is just so much greater that I have him ahead of him because of that reason.
Shanks greater than Whitebeard?
Nah, I think they're the same level of strength. I think they're just like the right at their.
Bro, I'll be honest, bro. Whitebeard's ambition is greater. It's on the level of Roger because he doesn't even care about the One Piece, bro. He doesn't even care. Like
That's what.
no, because
so
he's
how
already,
is-
bro. Because he's already so confident in himself and his own goals that he's like, I don't even need that.
Man, show me a
I'm
time
already the GOAT, bro. I don't need-
when Roger was reporting to somebody as their number
he
two.
let Odin
Show
go
me
with
that.
Roger, bro. He didn't even care. He
Show
was like,
me a time when Roger was reporting to a nigga as his vice captain, fetching Kaido for him. Talking about Rocks want to talk to you. Roger ain't never bowed to no man. That man is the king of the pirates, bro.
hold up, but Shanks,
What
but
Don
hold up,
Chenjai
but Luffy
said?
wanted to join Shanks when he was a kid, right?
He was a kid, bro.
But I'm saying
Whitebeard was a
if
grown-ass
that
man.
played out, he could have.
He probably would have been a apprentice pirate until he got old enough to become his own captain. He was trying to leave out the sea when he was 11, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know the full details of why Whitebeard joined, right?
Man, he was the number two. Roger would not have done it.
Bro,
Shout out to Whitebeard.
listen, I'm
Fuck-
just saying,
fuck
Whitebeard didn't even care about that. Like, you're comparing what Roger cares about to Whitebeard. To him, it's like, that's not even his ambition. Like, that's, to him, it's not meaningful.
But that's a big deal in One Piece, though.
No, but what I'm saying is Whitebeard's confidence surpassed that. Because he was, like, he wasn't, like some of these pirates are chasing after, like, freedom, right? But Whitebeard already was free. He didn't need to become Pirate King.
I mean, listen. Okay, first of all, he was free through his strength,
First
for
of all-
sure. You have to have a certain base level of strength to be considered free. This is a fact.
Like,
Don't get me wrong. But
I
at
don't
the
know,
same
bro.
time, that's why Luffy wants to be like the king of the pirate. He wants to be the freest man on the sea. But y'all don't remember that fucking what is the V record with Shanks when it was like the pirate king is considered the freest man on the sea. If there's nobody holds that title, but the closest thing to it would be Shanks. That's literally what the V record says.
you
about
don't think
Shanks.
Whitebeard and Roger are both equal in that freeness? Like,
No,
Whitebeard can really go anywhere and do whatever he wants.
I mean, you can say that for every Yonko. Who's stopping? Like, if Big Mom pull up to fucking anywhere, who gonna stop her?
No, but if Big Mom pulls up to where Whitebeard is, then she's not gonna do anything.
Big Mom, but the different, like, Big
That's why
Mom,
there wasn't much commotion when Whitebeard was part of the Yonko, because he was the one keeping everything in check. That's what
Yeah.
they said.
That's
Now
what
that
Shanks
Whitebeard-
was doing. Fuck that. That nigga just old ass nigga just taking credit, bro. He not doing shit. Y'all, bro.
his
that nigga's a
existence
scrub,
alone
bro.
is like his
It's
name
a
value
hater,
is so
bro.
powerful
Literally.
that
Fake ass
It's
title,
turtle.
bro.
it's not
Listen,
a
hater,
title,
bro.
What they said. Now
I'm
that
not
Whitebeard
hating.
was dead, it
Y'all think that Whitebeard in Marineford was the world's strongest man?
No, just like
Yes.
I don't think Mihawk is the strongest swordsman.
No, I think he's the strongest sword. Stop it. Okay, but it's
Them
very,
epithets-
it's very it's communicated pretty hard during Marineford that Whitebeard was no longer the strongest pirate in the world. Marco said that he should have been able to dodge that attack from Squad. Whitebeard himself said, "I can't be the strongest forever." You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's pretty clear. But he kept the title, which was a big part of him keeping of the world being in stalemate, basically. So I
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
use
because
that
the world
point.
didn't know like his medical details.
They didn't
Right?
know
Like,
he had cancer, bro. You feel me? So like, it's
Yeah.
different.
Stop with the cancer, bro.
Why? He had cancer. That's cool. That makes cancer sound cool. Whitebeard can get it.
He's saying he in stage 4 cancer. Like, where's the proof, bro?
If Whitebeard can get cancer, then nobody should. You know what I'm saying?
How much stronger is Roger than Whitebeard for you? Because I mean, I don't even think
If
he is
Roger
stronger.
is a
I think
100
Whitebeard is stronger.
If Roger is a 100, then Whitebeard is like a 97.
Nah, it's like 98 or 99.
That's fair.
Because I'm cool
That's
if
fair.
you
Long
if you
as he-
say if you
long
say
as he ain't
Roger's like
100.
1% like stronger, I'm cool with that.
Long
But
as he not
we're
100.
right now we're putting him into a different tier. Well, that's what you want to do.
No, I completely disagree with the whole difference here.
Yeah, that's where I
Pirate
disagree.
King tier is niggas that wanted to be.
No,
You
I-
can't be the Pirate King tier if you ain't want to be the king, bro.
No, that's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
Oh.
That's not how it works. It's just strength, bro. It doesn't matter about if you want to be the Pirate King.
But the strength is
So
a matter
Emu
of
can't be
your-
in there, bro. Like this guy, like he doesn't
Strength
care.
is, but Emu is the king of the world, literally. That's the point.
Bro, when Roger
strength
died,
is a byproduct
Whitebeard
of
was the
your
strongest,
ambition.
bro. Like he was the strongest for like 30 years.
Whitebeard was the strongest until Shanks came along.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was the strongest for like 3 decades.
But that don't mean that you
What the
Pirate King.
fuck?
Just because you're the strongest amongst your peers, don't mean you the Pirate King level though.
But he's the unanimous
What's the conversation,
strongest for
fellas? What's the
decades, bro. It's
I don't
like
even know.
Kaido could never surpass him.
Hey man, that's Kaido's fault.
No, that's not anybody's fault. It's just that he was so strong that no one could take that title from him.
I think that listen, I respect Whitebeard's strength for sure. Oh, we was talking about the who was a Yonko level character, JJ. Like, we was like naming off everybody's Yonko level, then we got to Roger, and I said Roger's Pirate King level, but I don't think Whitebeard is.
Okay.
No such thing as Pirate King. First, wait, let me just jump in real quick. Nonchalant on all social media, the top man
God.
agenda is here now. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
God for fixing your
First
mic.
thing first,
bro.
I gotta talk to the audience. We got 27 watching. We ain't got enough likes. I don't know if y'all been, telling people to like the stream, but like the stream, yo. I don't know what's going on.
Chat was telling them, but yeah, like the stream, y'all.
Pretty please. So, if we talking about random people that are a Yonko level, how does Whitebeard get in this conversation? We trying to talk about what type of level Whitebeard is on specifically? Help me out.
I said that Roger was Pirate King. I said that Roger and Rox are the two Pirate King tier pirates, like strength wise. I think that Roger, but I think that Whitebeard is like knocking on that door, but he's not as strong as those two.
Of the opinion, I'm still with that. Rox is Manaka and Dragon Ball Super.
Oh my god!
Just happen to be able to talk that talk and be able to get like information is power in One Piece. And if you know more than everybody else around you, you may be able to galvanize people to join your side. Maybe you don't have the strongest, you're not the strongest in regards to power scale, but we saw Spandam order around Lucci, order around Jabra, order around Kaku. We've seen instances in which people that's not the strongest is be able to lead people that are stronger than them. That's still where I'm at in regards to Rox until we get some more story.
Listen,
But
you know what? Hold up, no, stop. Wait, stop. You missed to take money from the OPU, right? I want to take your money when it's revealed that Rox was actually the strongest pirate. Let's put some money on it.
So what we betting on? I mean, I took your money already. What we adding to it?
You ain't take shit. Okay, I gave you that. But anyway, we're betting that you think that Rox was like a figurehead, buggy type, Spandam type guy. I'm betting that he was actually the strongest pirate in the world at that point.
I think the strongest pirate since Joy Boy.
Yeah,
You with him,
make that.
Preach?
Yeah, I think he's the strongest pirate since Joy Boy.
You with him, Prince?
Even Roger?
Roger wound up surpassing Rox, but at that point, Rox was probably stronger until they.
So
Until that fight.
specifically, God Valley, he was the strongest since Joy Boy.
Yeah.
I think we got.
So we
It
saying,
depends
like-
if he has a devil fruit. If he has a devil fruit, I'm putting him over Roger.
Okay, I
So we
can't say
literally-
the strongest, but I will say one of the strongest. I agree. I can agree with that.
So Crow,
I
you're
think he was
telling
strong
me.
for sure.
I'm on the right side of history. Yes, I'm telling you that.
Bro, he's
That
not
Rock's
a
the
buggy,
top
bro. He was
one.
fighting Roger.
Yeah, this is my thing. It don't gotta be a. We're not ever gonna get a definitive answer from Oda, like who was stronger, this and that. But I think that the different ideologies we have behind these characters are. You think that Rox is like a figurehead who was just like manipulating and controlling people and tricking them, kind of like what Buggy and Spandam do, right? Whereas I think that Rox was actually the strongest pirate and just commanded them because he was that strong. That's where we lie different, right? So let's bet on it.
I mean, I'm comfortable taking your money. I just need to know exactly how I'm going to take your money. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's clear if we get to the Rock flashback and he's like
If he's a
actually
Yonko level
coward on the
character.
low.
If he's a Yonko
Yeah,
level
if he's a
character.
Yonko level character.
Yonko level ain't the same thing as strongest.
Well, if he's as strong as like Roger, if he's fighting Roger.
You cop and please,
Like,
bro. No, that's
So
not.
if we get to God Valley and they're literally showing that Rox is above Roger, then I owe you.
Hey, you know what? No. This is this is what I'm saying. Why this is the perfect Yonko level feat. All right, we'll keep it on this.
Man,
If-
Spin Sky.
I think I know what I'm about to say, but all right, if Rox can split the sky,
But that's not fair because
And
what if he
he
doesn't
had to
do
bring
it?
it
Like, what if
back
he just
to-
don't do it?
but if he's strong
No,
enough
no,
and he's
he'll
at
do
like
it, he'll
that
do it.
Roger tier,
Yeah,
he
he'll do
will.
it.
He'll do it.
They'll show
But
it.
I'm
So,
saying that was
you
Roger
can-
before his peak. Like we don't know. Like it's a lot. It's too much. We can't assume what Oda's gonna do with him. But there's plenty of
No,
ways.
no.
There's-
They're showing it in that
Bro.
one, bro. Like, bro, you gotta think
No,
it's
they
the
clear and
biggest
cut
No,
battle
because y'all
ever.
making no. Listen,
we're
y'all
saying-
messing up this shit. Because
Nah,
this
Crow,
whole
Crow.
fight. Listen. The bet is about
This
the
man just
strength
want
of
his
Rock.
money back. That's what it sounds like. He just want his
The
money
bet
back.
is about the strength of Rox. If Rox is shown to be able to run through the Roger pirates and even beating up Roger at some point, but he never splits the sky, I don't get my money. I don't need the sky split. I just need the proof that he's
It
strong.
doesn't matter because if you look at
Say
what
what matter about my money?
no,
What?
no, I see what he's saying. No, I see what he's saying.
it says in the manga though that
Come on.
Rox was Roger's first and strongest rival.
It
Greatest
said
enemy.
greatest. It said
Greatest
greatest.
enemy.
It said greatest. It didn't say strongest. It said greatest.
Greatest. Okay, so transitive property, right? His greatest rival, right? The second is Whitebeard, is it not?
Mhm.
Because of all these duels and stuff. And with his second greatest, he split the damn sky. I think it's a
I
safe bet.
respect and understand that, but I'm
No,
not.
God,
hold
now,
on.
something that Oda has been
But
hyping up.
JJ
for
does
the-
not have
JJ
to
is
split the
saying
sky with him.
that somehow for the first time ever,
Yeah.
Roger's greatest enemy is going to be a manipulator
Huh?
or like a prankster, right?
I mean, like how I
Have we ever seen
how
that
I've
before in One
always
Piece?
Buggy is
have I always taken the story is honestly when it comes to the old heads, the only people I'm taking their word 100% is Garp and Rayleigh. Those are the only people. I feel like Sengoku, when he was giving us that speech in regards to giving the bounties to all the pirates of yesteryear, I feel like he was still speaking with somewhat government geared energy. So if you're going to talk about God Valley, you can't talk about God Valley without the leader of the God that made everything happen, which is Rox. So with that being said, like if Rox was really that guy and he went toe to toe with Roger, then wouldn't Whitebeard know before he, tried to clash without actually clashing? Wouldn't he already know that I can't match with that guy because he already beat my captain? I'm thinking Whitebeard knew at that point that Rox wasn't really like that, but he had information that was able to get us what we need to get us here. So now that I'm on the level of which I think Roger is, I could bout with him one-on-one.
No,
So
let
like,
me ask you
listen,
this question.
We
Let me
have
ask
a
you this
we have a panel of with Luffy being compared to like how is his ceiling
Rock.
so high and it's
That's
like
what I'm
Rock,
saying.
Shanks,
Yeah,
and
no, forget
Odin
that.
and
Forget that.
it's Kaido.
Yeah, I would say he gonna say.
but he's talking about his
Kaido was
ceiling,
like 12
implying
years old,
but it's
like,
implying
he
that
was
Rock's
17,
ceiling
bro.
is pretty high, right? Like
Listen, bruh. How strong do you think Rox is? Give me a character that you think Rox is as strong as.
Jeez. I don't want to say Bellamy.
Oh wow.
whoa.
Okay, this is where the disconnect is. If
Violation.
Rox is in that tier of character, then you win this bet. If he's
Hell
in the
nah.
Roger, Shanks, and Whitebeard tier, then I wouldn't have bet. Those are the stipulations. I don't need to see a specific
No,
scene.
JJ,
So
please
Crow
say someone.
trying to con me.
Say
I'm
someone
not paying
stronger,
him
bro.
no mind, but
He said Bellamy.
You confident? Are you not confident?
like I said, listen, man.
Say
Like
at least
I
like
put it in the
Jack
chat.
level, bro. Like, come on, like.
Jack, wow.
I put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday night. It's
Okay,
OPU.
you drunk. Okay,
Doing what
all
we
right.
do.
I ain't even take
I
no
ain't
money
say
from no
that.
drunk man. No. You took 8 shots,
Hey,
nigga. You
whatever
drunk.
works best for you. Listen, saying that, man. I needed to talk to him today specifically, but
About these Mavericks. All right, chat.
Didn't they
That
say
was-
too like the Rocks pirates used to fight each other, and like we know
they didn't-
Whitebeard
they
hated them, bro.
used to-
So
when nobody boxing with rocks.
Because they were scared of him.
well, I think they
If
were,
you,
bro.
if,
I think they were.
Yo,
I think
listen,
Whitebeard was fighting Rocks.
back to the
I'm
point I
about to
was
say, y'all
making.
really think Rocks is stronger than one-on-one? Rocks is stronger than Whitebeard. Y'all comfortable saying that?
Yes,
I agree.
I'm not
think
comfortable
so.
saying that.
Okay,
1000%.
the benefit of the doubt for JJ, I can see a situation in which Rox is the most conniving person and is able to do like Davy back fights and
But
shit.
why
I can
can't it
see
be?
it
Why
for
can't it be
sure.
both though? Like
No, I can see it
One
for
Piece-
sure.
The greatest, like if we think about One Piece, right? Like, and we're progressing. What Oda is doing, it's never been the leader of a crew has been weak. Buggy is an anomaly, right? Like and Buggy's not like a main villain.
I know, but what I'm saying is Roger could be that said anomaly where he could have quite literally been a manipulator that made all these Davy back fights to get this extremely strong crew so that they can carry
Wow.
shit for him, and that quite possibly like Roger was in one of those Davy back fights and he took it the extremely like the worst way, and because of that he's been searching for rocks ever since that Davy back fight, which is why he came to God Valley. I can't. It's like a sliver of a chance.
No, I can see it for sure. I'm not denying the possibility that Rocks could
if
be Buggy's dad. It could be on the same type stuff that Buggy was on.
Let me-
I'm
let
not
me-
denying that possibility.
okay.
I just don't see it personally.
I
But
guess
what I'm
the,
saying
the
is,
best question to ask then is how
Rox
strong is his
bad,
hockey,
that's the
right?
reason why.
Mm-hmm.
How strong is Rock's hockey compared to everybody else?
Whoa. Okay, interesting. No, I'm gonna go ahead. I think that Rocks, with his ambition to be the king of the world, probably his hockey is probably only parallel by Roger.
Yeah, because like I see, well, I don't know, because I see Rocks as more like a Blackbeard, right? And so
Mhm.
we don't really know Blackbeard's hockey. Like we can see that he's strong, but it seems like he is using devil fruits more. So I can see Rocks just having like an overpowered devil fruit and still having good hockey, but that might have been how Roger won.
Perhaps.
I can easily see that it's like, yo,
'Cause I think that's how
Rox
Luffy will be Blackbeard in the
abusing
end.
shit, but yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
When it
hockey.
comes to hockey, it's a different story.
Ross getting too much praise with no receipt. I mean, I could, like I said, Dow, I'm not denying the possibility of Rox being a scrub that just was able to sliver his way to the top. But I personally just don't think that's the case. But you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's a scrub, it's pretty much what I explained. That he's been doing Davy back fights and his manipulator, mastermind type shit, and Roger got hella pissed off.
I just don't
But
know how
for me-
Kaido would respect that though, because we
Yeah, I
see,
think the Kaido's not dumb, bro. Like
and
But
we can see
yeah,
Kaido
it's
say
a-
that it's like a ceiling for Luffy, right? Like where he's
It's a 90-10 chance. 90% that Rox is extremely strong, and 10% chance he's just a conniving little, like, bastard.
It seems
But-
like
drinks the
Kaido. It
Maxwell.
seems like all he cares about is strength. So I feel like if the greatest pirate of that era was
Kaido-
weak, it would be kind of weird. Like
Kaido joined Rocks at 15, right?
he was like 15 or 17, something like that.
Kaido joined Rocks with Whitebeard bringing the invitation, right?
Right, because Whitebeard was working on the hill. 'cause
So
he was
can't
looking at
we
him.
say that with the strength of Whitebeard giving the endorsement to Rocks, Kaido may have been influenced by the strength of Whitebeard to assume that Rocks was just as strong as Whitebeard? Why is that so
So this
far
is my thing. All right,
what
let's say that
no,
Kaido
what he's
got
saying
tricked.
is that
I get
Rox
it, I
is,
get
is
it.
the Kong of the pirates.
Wow. Let's say that Kaido was tricked. How can you justify Whitebeard working for somebody that weak?
There's got to be a
Kaido-
very specific reason.
Kaido knows that the world government is on some BS. So, like I said, information is power. if we know that this guy who's not strong but is possibly able to read poneglyphs, possibly provide information that we don't know before, if he's going to show us a way to overthrow the government, yeah, maybe he's not as strong to lead the fight. If I put my strength behind him, it may be better days.
Whitebeard does not give a fuck about none of that.
That's not true. You don't think Whitebeard wants better for the world? He just only worried about his specific
I don't
family?
think he
Don't
would
do
have.
Whitebeard.
No.
Like,
Nah,
see, like, listen,
I think
this
Whitebeard.
is why. This is why.
I know. I'm not saying Whitebeard is like a bad person that don't care about that. But I don't think that his route would
I
have
don't
been.
think he cares, bro. I'll
let
be
me
honest.
interject,
He's
Krow.
a
I don't think
pirate.
he.
Like, this guy does
I don't
not
think
care.
that
I was
Rocks
upset.
would have been the route he would take for that. Is what I'm saying. Like Rock, he's not seeking out Rocks to create a better world.
I agree.
He's literally
Okay.
on the crew.
I
If we were
honestly
assuming that
think-
flashback was when he was in the Rocks Pirates. He's literally on the ship just saying, I don't want none of this stuff. I just want a family.
Yeah, I think he wanted money and treasure so he can just, because they said that Whitebeard would always waste all his money on his family. So I think he wanted money to start his crew.
That like these much like random ass pirates are like, oh,
Because then he can
Whitebeard,
actually just
what
do
do you
his
want?
dream.
he's like, yo, I just want a family, bro. And they all started
That
laughing
nigga
at him.
bum,
And shit,
bro.
but that's what he wants. So he just
All
wanted
right,
to-
I gotta get out of here soon. So let's go ahead and let's do a little basketball talk
Ooh,
before I
here
get
we
out of
go.
here.
Here we go.
I'm cool because I ain't had to bet nothing. That's perfect.
Porzingis
I
Finals
know you
MVP.
scared.
Now imagine.
Wow, that's gonna be nasty. This basketball is truly
Jalen Brown
dead.
for MVP, man.
Right
Jalen
now,
Brown.
I think it'll be
MVP.
Porzingis right now. But at the end, do you think Tatum gonna play that bad again?
I hope not. I mean,
This is, I don't think Tatum played bad. I think he played very well, did his job. He just didn't play like a star.
Very
well, and the thing
well.
is, he didn't need to,
Very
right? Like,
well.
Well, he
Tatum's-
played well, not very well, because the 6 turnovers. But a few of them turnovers was from niggas fumbling with the ball when he passed it to him, I will say. But that's neither here nor there. I think he played well. He was the initiator. He drove, kicked. They was shooting a unprecedented percentage from the 3. It felt like he did his job. He wasn't focused on scoring, but he got the team going and put him in the right position to win. But going forward,
I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, you
Game 1 was about Porzingis' first quarter and Jalen Brown's third quarter. And I feel like when you look at the total numbers at the end of the game, Jalen is more impressive than Porzingis. And I expect that to continue along throughout the series. I literally said in Dak's Discord, I hate to give props to the man who I'm beefing with currently, but I told them the Boston Celtics are going to win in 6 games. Jalen Brown is going to be the MVP, just like he was the MVP in the Eastern Conference Finals. He didn't have the best numbers, but he literally sets the tempo for how the Boston Celtics move. If the Boston Celtics are lackadaisical, then Jalen Brown is lackadaisical. If the Boston Celtics are moving with purpose, then Jalen Brown is doing the same. Jalen Brown and Drew Holiday are the 2 guys that get the engine moving for them. They can win the game with or without Jason Tatum moving, but one of those 3 guys got to be popping, and you can't really expect Porzingis to pop off like he did in Game 1. So I'm definitely
I don't know
giving
why
it to
not.
either
I mean,
Jalen-
he's an inconsistent scorer, but if we're looking at just the first game, bro, this guy had 20 points in like 20 minutes, and he was just a complete nightmare. Like mismatch wise, like this guy, there was no one on the court that could stop Porzingis. I mean, he was hitting some like shots with one arm and pulling some deep threes. Like he was doing everything, bro. Even on defense, he was cold when he was in the game. So I mean,
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. I mean, you can say the same thing for Jalen Brown, but here's my thing with Porzingis.
No.
I mean, with Tatum, right? You can't. Jalen Brown exploded that third quarter, but for the rest of the game, he was
He
pretty
exploded
pedestrian.
in the third, but he was consistent throughout the game.
Bro, he had like 14 in the third, right? Or like 16, something like that.
He was a consistent defender.
Oh,
yeah, he played great
and-
defense. He did.
So you want to
Come
do
on
that for
now.
him, but you can't say Tatum was a consistent creator for them.
You can, but you ain't never gave a man that was top in assist
I'm not.
Finals
I'm not
MVP.
disagreeing with that.
No,
And
I'm
then I
not
don't knock
disagreeing with
that-
that. I'm just saying.
Jalen Brown
I
did play
think that
better,
we
bro.
don't look at Tatum's role as the prime. Tatum has the best defender on him. He gets all the defensive attention for the most part. So it is much easier for Jalen to catch the ball off the bounce, attack the closeout, and either drive or pull up. Whereas Tatum is the guy that's driving, the defense is collapsing. He's making the decisions. So yeah, Jaylen
Bro,
Brown's numbers look
Jaylen-
better that game. Don't get me wrong now, but overall, Tatum, I feel like he's gonna win Finals MVP because with the way the Celtics shot, I don't know if the Mavericks will continue to collapse every time somebody drops. That's just bad coaching. So if Tatum has a
Jaylen
free
Brown-
lane, every time he goes to the paint, he's winning Finals MVP.
Tatum had a better numbers overall than Jaylen Brown in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP because he stood out in the first game and had kept that same energy throughout the series. And I don't expect it to be any different going throughout this Finals.
I think that Jalen won it because he had that 40-point game and then he hit that game winner. But that's different. That's very different. Like if he didn't hit a game winner and Tatum still has better stats than him,
I
Overtime.
want to ask you guys this:
Overtime.
who's better, Jaylen Brown or Kyrie Irving? Just right now, like who do you think is a better player?
Right now,
That's tough.
that's
It's tough.
really
It is tough.
That's tough.
That's,
I'm giving it to Jaylen Brown
I'm
off
gonna
of
go
bias.
Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna go Jaylen
Jaylen
Brown.
Brown's only because he's younger.
But I would say that
Like,
Jaylen Brown is the
offensively,
better.
I would take Kyrie, but the thing is, like defense, it kind of like.
I say Jaylen Brown is the
bro.
better, more consistent player, but Kyrie is much more likely. I mean, Kyrie can be the more dynamic that'll explode for like a 37 on fucking damn near 60% shooting. And it's like nothing.
If you
can
ask
do
me
to
who
stop
I
him.
want for 80 games, I'm taking Jaylen Brown over Kyrie.
But if you ask me who I want for a closeout, I'd probably take Kyrie. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable
like
with that too. I'm
in
comfortable
my
with that
eyes,
too.
if you want someone who's clearly gonna get you results time and time again, get Jaylen Brown. But if you want a game changer, like it is a close game, whether it's fourth, third, second, whatever time it is, and like it's a like tiebreaker pretty much situation, stalemate, and you need someone to change the game entirely to the point where it's incomprehensible what's happened before, and that person shifts everything for your favor. I'm taking Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie is like he's like the ceiling raiser, but Jaylen Brown is the floor raiser.
Yeah.
I think that Tatum gonna win MVP though. Mainly because Jaylen Brown won Eastern Conference. This is the thing with me, JJ. JB won Eastern Conference Finals MVP with Tatum having better stats. I just think politics is gonna come a part of that. If Tatum got better stats, he's gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he already in the negative now.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
16, 10.
When you think
and
about
6.
game one, you think about Jaylen Brown and Porzingis.
Yeah, that's one game though. We thinking it's gonna be a 6-game series. That you got plenty of time to change that.
Nah, all I can know, bro. I was just watching the game and like the Celtics are just too stacked.
Yeah, this is the conversation I want to end this with.
huge amount of depth.
I want to end the stream with this conversation. Since 2010, the best teams, right? I would say the best team is the 2017 to 2019 Warriors, right? That's number one.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Number two would be the 2013 Heat. Is number
Then
three
you got
the current Celtics?
No.
Or the Spurs.
No.
2010? I think Spurs would be on their prime, so I want to put them.
2013.
Who you got?
2016 Cleveland Cavaliers.
As
Bruh.
a team, okay, here's the thing. Hold up. Here's the thing, JJ. I think that the 2016 Cavs can beat this Celtics team, but if I'm just looking at the teams and looking at the talent, I think that this Celtics team is better. I think the same thing for the 2020 Lakers.
What
They
about
probably
the-
can beat the Celtics team because of matchups, but
2014
Talent.
Spurs.
Right.
Spurs. Yeah.
I don't.
Kawhi
So
Leonard.
remind me, who was the- So we
Tony
talking
Parker.
Tristan Thompson, right? Like Tristan Thompson was the center, right? Starting center for
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavs.
Mhm.
Tristan Thompson would give Al Horford all the issue he need.
What he doing?
And then
Porzingis.
Kevin Love would give Kristaps Porzingis Kristaps Porzingis got to come out to that perimeter and watch Kevin Love. So when you got that LeBron James in the middle,
let
that
me ask this
changes
question:
everything.
why would I not put Porzingis on Tristan Thompson and then put Al Horford on Kevin Love? As a
Because
Celtics
you don't
coach.
want Kevin Love. I mean, you don't want Al Horford having to really be responsible for that baseline perimeter three like that.
But I would rather keep my best paint protector in the paint than worry about having Porzingis out there chasing him. I would live
feel
with.
like
I don't think that the
either way,
Cavaliers-
you got LeBron is going to break down anybody that's guarding him one-on-one.
Yeah,
Then
nobody.
you're gonna need that second guy to help, and then you got Kevin Love in that corner knocking it down.
Yeah, Crow, that team was stacked, bro. Like we gotta think about it.
No,
They beat the Warriors, bro. Like
you love that stack word, all right? Let's relax. That's a very good team.
no,
okay?
bro, that team, like because
Bruh.
I think that's prime Kyrie. I'm gonna be honest, like
I can agree with that. I mean, no, I think Kyrie right now is his best overall, but he was more. I don't know. It's Kyrie, bro.
Kyrie was more focused offensively.
Yeah, right
but
now
Kyrie nowadays is more focused defensively.
he's better
he be
passing.
sitting,
I'm
he be sitting in that chair sometimes. I be like, nah, Kyrie.
Say you're spitting facts in chat.
But wait, bro, like, why are we not talking about the Spurs? Like, they went to 2 straight finals.
I don't think
they
that
barely
the
lost to the
Spurs-
Heat that one year, and then like Kawhi emerges, and now he's like a superstar the next year.
Goddamn
He was
superstar.
going through some things that year.
Yeah, that was
Back
he
on-
lost that more than the Spurs wanted.
Wayne Wade was like literally
But no, I'm
that
saying,
was
like,
literally the
why-
end of his prime.
That team was
Dwayne Wade
good,
had
bro.
my knee. He had my knee on his body.
That team had
at
like
that
4
point.
Hall of Famers. They had really good role
Bro, they
players,
beat
good
the Heat
chemistry.
because the Heat was falling apart. They were good, but most of them were beyond
But
their
they
prime.
almost
Tony
beat
Parker-
the Heat the year before. They lost in
They
Game
were
7.
good. They're a good team. They're a great coach team. They're
They
a good
lost
team. I'm not
only
saying they
because Tony
trash.
Parker got hurt. Really,
I'm not saying they trash. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I think the Celtics team is better than them.
Why?
look
Wait,
at-
hold on. Why
I
are
think
we
it's really
defending
close, bro. It's
the
really close.
Spurs against Preach? Like Preach, you hate everything. Unless you're talking Manu and Tony Parker, like you hate the Spurs. Like, what are you doing? What's going on right
I just
now?
hate
What
Tim
am I-
Duncan. I don't hate the
listen,
Spurs.
Jose. I said the 2016 Cavs can win. I'm just talking about looking at the talent on the teams. I think that the Celtics right now are more talented than the 2016 Cavaliers, but the Cavaliers will win. I feel the same way about the 2020 Lakers. I think the 2020 Lakers match up perfectly with the Celtics. And 80 would the last 2 games 80 didn't play against Porzingis. He had 40 and 50, and this is an 80 that can't shoot. That version of 80 in 2020 is putting Porzingis in the fucking basket every play. So they would beat them too. But if I'm looking at talent, what?
The 2020 Lakers are shutting down Brown and Tatum.
Yes.
Hell no, bro. What
I
the
don't know,
Yo,
bro.
wow.
Like when you
I don't know
like
about that.
dog, Derek White
Wow,
and Drew
wow.
Holiday is a quality backcourt.
Who would they?
So,
Who
like-
they guarded? Like, I mean, we had Caruso, Danny Green, KCP.
Come on now. Come
But
on.
them
now.
defenders, we got defenders to throw with JB and Tatum.
You're saying AD's going? He's going to go to the 3-point line every play?
Yeah,
Because
got to. He
Tatum
can do
stay
whatever he
out there,
want.
bro.
80 was the best defender on the planet at that point. And
I don't see nobody on the
still
Lakers
is.
slowing down Tatum for real.
Yeah, I can see.
Tatum just got slowed down by Derrick Jones Jr.
Tatum didn't get slowed down. Tatum had a bad game. That's how I see it.
I agree.
And how likely
Tatum
is
had
that
a
to
bad
happen?
game.
How often does that happen?
Jalen Brown and Porzingis.
In the
elevated.
finals,
And
it's
how
playoffs.
often does that happen? Yeah, I'm saying like we don't act like Tatum is just this paragon of consistency. He's liable to have a bad game a lot
We're
of
not going to
times.
act like AD is this paragon of
In
consistency.
2020, was he not? Go
Anything
look
you
at
can
this.
say about
You're
Jason
wrong.
Tatum, you
You're
can say
wrong.
about Anthony
No,
Davis.
you're capping. No, you just hating. You're just hating. There's
Probably.
2020 AD was literally on the ESPN list as the second best player in the league after
Actually,
the
bro, I'm
playoffs.
not gonna lie, bro. Like, it's a better matchup because with Porzingis, at least AD can guard him.
At every level,
At
at
least-
the 3-point line and in the paint.
Yeah, I
And
can
who's
see
If
stopping
you guarding
Brown?
Porzingis, you can't leave Porzingis. So who's guarding?
Because who
Who's
the hell is
Jason
guarding
Tatum?
Porzingis in the Mavs series?
Hold on,
Was
what
it Derek
what-
White?
What the hell is
Dwight and JaVale McGee give that size that the Lakers need these past 3
like?
years.
It's the same thing with when we played against the Nuggets in 2020.
But bro,
Porzingis
they were
right now
losing-
is
that
Porzingis right now
Lakers
better
team-
than Jokic was back then?
Hell no.
No,
Exactly.
but Jimmy
We-
Butler is better than
Jokic was
anybody
the
on that
main
Celtics
guy.
team.
Porzingis is number 3 at best. What are we doing?
Didn't
But
that
I'm saying-
Lakers
but
team
that didn't
lose like
nullify AD's
multiple
rim
games to
protection.
some hurt Heat?
What? We won in what?
I'm just
You
saying, bro.
talking
Like,
about
we acting like that
rim
team was.
protection? Bro, if AD is guarding Porzingis, then Porzingis' main objective offensively is to stretch the floor to give Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum the space they need because they will eat freaking KCP regularly.
You talking like KCP is a scrub is hilarious.
Bro, if you put
No.
hold on, no,
Okay.
if you put so let,
You're wilding.
if we put Porzingis right, if Porzingis plays, if he plays power
KCP
forward,
by guarding Ant-Man is not the same as KCP having to guard Jason or Jalen
Yo,
in this
LeBron-
day and age.
LeBron
for real,
is
for
getting
He
real.
can guard.
cooked by
He can't
Tatum.
guard Tatum. I mean, Jalen Brown.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Okay,
bro.
so he's got
That's
the number
crazy,
2
bro.
guy. Who's
That's
got the
crazy,
number 1? So we gonna have
Somebody
LeBron
can
James.
eat. Somebody can eat. I'm not acting like we finna. They make them average 50 points a night.
They all can eat
But-
though. That's the thing
So
with
yeah,
the Celtics.
so we
No,
got
bro.
LeBron James sticking
Dwight Howard,
Jason
is,
Tatum
bro,
in
Dwight Howard is not
2024
running out to the
regularly.
3-point line to stop Al Horford. He's just not doing it.
Why does he have
How-
to?
He has to
Dwight
because Al
Howard
Horford's
He
is
sitting
not
in
played
the corner
teams
shooting
with
threes.
similar spacing to this, and it was no issue.
But they weren't as good though, and they didn't
Al
have as much
Hor-
ball movement.
Dwight Howard is Dwight Howard.
What are they
is not
doing
getting
to?
no
My question
run
is,
against
what
the
we talk about
Celtics,
is, what are they doing to stop the Lakers? What is Porzingis doing to stop AD? What are they doing to stop LeBron James?
Porzingis,
Putting Al
Tatum,
Those are
Horford
the
on
best
defense.
two players. Listen, those are the best two players on the floor, and it's a pretty comfortable gap after that.
You're putting Al Horford on AD.
I would pray for that, brother.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, 80
Am I
is
wrong?
bodying his ass, bro. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I will pray for
That's
him.
cool. But
That's
but
cool.
no,
And
it-
like no.
Wait, Krow,
no.
you trying to say the
We not
Lakers are the
acting
best
like-
team of the last
Yo,
decade?
come, I mean,
No,
yo.
no. I said that the Celtics are a more talented team than them, but I think the Lakers match up well and would be able to beat them.
Yeah, it's
because
like
of how
the
the team was
Timberwolves. Like
made.
the Timberwolves, I think, are a better team than the Mavericks, but they had a better matchup, so they won.
Yeah,
You are
and
not
I mean when you got the
dumping
best two
ball.
players on the floor, it's hard to lose, bro.
You are not dumping the ball to AD regularly, expecting him to get a bucket, no matter who's getting guarded by him. Like, be for real.
Have you ever watched Anthony Davis play basketball before? I'm curious.
Anthony Davis was
Yeah.
putting up numbers in the first half against Denver. Then in the second half, they forgot about that man because they're not giving the ball to
Yeah,
him
and you're talking
regularly.
about 2024 AD, and that would happen in one game, by the way. Like I said, you're not watching basketball.
That happened
Anyway,
throughout the series.
28, 10,
Throughout
and
the
4
series.
assists, shooting 38% from 3. Hold up, 57% from the floor. Who on the Celtics is doing something with that?
I mean, are we
Tatum.
looking at whole postseason numbers? Or are we looking at particular?
I'm looking at
matchup
his
numbers?
playoff stats in 2020. Because you talk about with 80 and 20, and I will admit, a coaching thing, they definitely went away from 80 in the second half this year, but this is not 20. We're talking about 2020. That wasn't the case back then. So I don't need you to use 2024 AD. We talk about
Oh.
2020.
So we're talking about Frank Vogel, a defensive-focused coach, as
And
opposed
yeah,
to
with
Darvin
the
Ham,
best
a
defensive
guy
player
that
in the
lets
world on his
Uh,
team.
the
So,
offense
what-
kind of lead
Tatum-
what they do.
I feel like we're underrating Tatum, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like he is cold, bro.
Tatum is the most inconsistent, supposed to be top 5 player I've ever seen in my life.
You
He's
think
not top
you think
five.
AD is
We
a
did
clear
this
tier
last
above
season.
him
Supposed
though?
to
Not
be.
top 5,
2020
He's top
AD? Yes.
but he's not top 5.
I'm just saying he's supposed to be. The way you get talks about the best player on the 65 win team, but he will give you fucking 13 points on 40% shooting 2 games out of a 6-game series. Like,
And
that's
so
much
will
more like
AD.
AD will do that shit too.
Any
bro.
2020,
say
go
about
look at the
Jason
game.
Tatum, you
Like,
can
no,
say
it's
about
not. Y'all
AD.
are making shit up, bro. That is not true.
Bro,
So we talking about we ain't seen no duds through AD's postseason careers. What you telling me?
I'm not saying he never had it, but this inconsistency thing started last season because he was playing hurt.
Oh no,
That wasn't a thing.
He was
You making shit up. I'm
he
looking.
was inconsistent.
he was
Wait,
healthy
was
this
that
year, and he
last
still
I'm
was
about to say, he was
inconsistent.
inconsistent when he was against when he was playing up against Memphis, but that was last year, huh?
Yes. That's the point. And he was hurt. Him and LeBron both came to the postseason with foot injuries. Both of them were
that Miami
inconsistent.
Heat
LeBron
team
didn't
was
make
hurt,
a
and
3
they still
until
lost
game
games.
3 of the play. Like, this is my thing.
Okay, so help me out. Y'all won the bubble chip in 2020. Kudos, no parade. Kudos.
Mhm.
Y'all go against the Phoenix Suns in 2021,
And we up
and
2-1.
Anthony
and
Davis
then
was
AD
balling
gets hurt.
like that.
We up 2-1 and then AD gets hurt and we lose the series.
Okay, so AD and injuries part of his story.
Why you keep
So we
changing
gonna
the
even
narrative?
say-
1 second he's
Not gonna lie,
listen, let's focus
Krow,
on one
the
narrative.
defense
not
in this
changing the
Celtics
narrative,
team is
that's
much
facts.
better than that Heat team, bro.
And the Heat, sure, the Heat, but that
Like
don't
they
mean
can
they're not
slow
better than
down
the Lakers.
AD for some games. Like
So
they're not gonna just.
Who?
The one time,
I'm saying
the
Porzingis,
one time we
Tatum,
saw
and
AD.
Who is stop? Who
You don't
is
think-
slowing down?
you don't
we
think
saw
Tatum and
AD
Porzingis
go
can
through
slow
a
him down
season
better
without
than-
being
than-
hurt?
What the hell
Bro.
is Tatum doing
who
to
was in the
AD?
Heat? I don't even know who the power forward on the Heat was, bro.
Bam Adebayo.
Nah, I think he was starting at 7.
Oh
No.
no, he was. Oh
No.
I mean, he was guarding
Are you
AD
talking
though.
about
Bam was on AD.
2015
Bro.
Heat, or are you talking about like the Heat in the Eastern
The
Conference
2020
Finals?
You talking about the ones
yeah.
that went to the finals? It was Bam was on AD, bro. That's come on.
That's
That's
bad.
common sense.
Then who was on Dwight Howard?
Why are we talking about Miami?
Duncan
Like,
Robinson was on
that
Dwight
was a
Howard.
consolation prize.
Duncan Robinson. Nah, who was it, bro? I actually have to go search this shit.
And dude, and Bam was hurt that series, right? I think he got hurt.
He wound up getting hurt. Yes,
Yeah, I mean that's a bubble ring, bro. That don't count.
that's a bubble ring.
Bubble.
It sounds like something Michael
Mickey
Jordan fans
Rouse.
love to say. Like I said, I could tell niggas ain't watch. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't watch
Bro,
hoops for real.
I saw Bam
Niggas
get
ain't
hurt, and I
watch
saw
that dude.
Niggas
Bam
don't
got hurt.
watch
I'm
hoops
just
for
saying.
real.
I saw Tyler Hero out the whole time.
Right now, what you doing right now, JJ, is sounding like Stephen A. Smith, just repeating shit that you see online. Okay, that's how you
Nah,
sound.
AD is cool. No, Crow. You know I've
Damn.
always said
Keep it
AD is
real.
better than LeBron during the
I
Lakers.
would keep it
era.
real with
I'm not an AD hater.
Stephen A. Smith is crazy, bro.
I'm saying that's what AD is.
That's disrespectful as hell.
I'm just saying, let's look at the numbers and the stats. Like,
Respect Stephen A. Okay?
Bro,
Bro, he's one of the worst analysts of all time.
he's
Let's
not
be
an
real,
analyst,
bro.
bro. He's not an analyst. That's literally not what he is.
Soccer, bro. That's literally.
I'm not having that. Fact of the matter is, we already know Krow wear purple and gold to go to bed, and then secondly,
Yeah, I'm a Lakers
we know
fan, but I'm
like
being realistic.
but you're not
and
being
then
realistic
secondly,
because, bro,
we
look,
know
we know you're
before
biased with
Anthony
LeBron
Davis
because
got to the
I said the
Lakers,
Spurs
he
and
was
you
a
don't even
big
want to talk
AD
about it.
guy.
So y'all are telling me that I'm not being realistic by saying that the 2020 Lakers could beat the Celtics of this year. The same
Yes, you're
Celtics.
not being
that-
realistic.
Listen, bro.
That's not realistic. Why not?
Because in my opinion, it's not
a
even based on the
competitive
stars.
matchup.
In my opinion, the depth of this Celtics team is probably one of the best we've had in a
Right, because we're
extreme-
so scared of Peyton Pritchard. Like we're terrified of Peyton Pritchard.
Bro, come on,
You're
bro.
talking
No,
about
it's
the
not
eighth
about
man off
Peyton
the
Pritchard.
bench right now.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all
it's
talking
like-
about depth?
You're talking
No,
about
no, we're
eight
talking
man
about
off the
Derek
bench.
White, who could be a 6-man averaging 20 points in any team.
Bruh, be respectful. We
scared of Derek
all
White.
appreciate Alex
Instead of
Caruso,
Derrick White.
but Alex Caruso was putting in work against the JV League Miami Heat. Like Alex Caruso,
Yeah, because we spawned in the
this-
finals,
in this
right?
finals,
We spawned in
guarding
the
against
finals.
Derek White,
We ain't beat
guarding
nobody
against
yet.
Drew
Was Kyle
Holiday.
Kuzma on that
That's a
team?
different story.
I'm looking
Be
at the
real.
game log, right?
different
From
story.
from these playoffs where y'all talk about AD was so inconsistent, right? Let's AD's worst 3 games, right? 18-5 because we won by 40 points, so he didn't have to play in the fourth quarter, right? 13-11, we won by 25 points, so he didn't have to play in the fourth quarter. And then against Miami, he had 19-11. We also blew him out, so he didn't play in the fourth quarter. Every other game, he's 22 and more with double-digit rebounds.
Let me
Go
ask
look
this
at the
question.
game
to
Kyle
log.
Free-
Kuzma is getting.
I'm
Let me-
saying, no,
let me
because
ask-
the
let me-
stats are there
yo,
for a
Free.
reason.
Preach.
Stats are
Let
there
me
for a
ask
reason.
this
Y'all
question
can push the narratives, but this inconsistent AD thing didn't happen until last postseason when he came here. And I'm not denying he was inconsistent.
That's
Him being
true.
hurt is an excuse. But
Let me
I
ask
don't
this
push
question.
narratives. I talk about
Jason
facts.
Tatum is
So let's
dropping
talk about
50 points on
facts.
Kyle Kuzma, bro.
That's
Like,
cool. That's cool.
Wait,
Let me
who
ask this
wins?
question to Preach, Prince, and Zane. I just want a
What's
yes
up?
or no from y'all 3 specifically. Aren't we
All right.
comfortable saying that we're just as likely to have a bomb AD game as we're likely to have an injury AD game?
Why are we talking about injuries in a hypothetical
No,
matchup?
no.
No. Why are we
Preach,
talking about injuries in a
Prince,
hypothetical matchup in a year where he was healthy? Y'all see what I'm talking about? He's trying to control the narrative. Does that make sense? Imagine if I was talking about the 2011 Heat versus the fucking Celtics right now, and I
Why
said,
can't they
but
answer the
somebody is
question?
likely to get hurt. We're talking
can't they
about.
answer the
Are we?
question?
That doesn't make sense.
can't they-
Because
why
why is
can't
that
they answer the
why is that a question in a hypothetical matchup? Why are we talking about injury?
But let me hold
Okay,
on. Let me ask the chat.
so
What was
since
the
they
question?
can't answer that question,
What's
let
the
Okay,
me
wait.
answer
No,
that
no.
question.
I can answer the question. I just don't know which AD we're talking about. Is it specifically now?
2020,
Or is it
2020. Yeah, 2020.
2020. All
Wait,
right.
what was the question? I'm
Oh
gonna put a
my
poll up.
goodness.
I gotta check how many games.
I'm talking about the history of AD.
You talking about some bullshit? That's what you talking. I'm talking about matching these teams up, bruh. The 2020
listen.
Lakers.
What was it more likely an
Here's the
injury
discussion.
or?
He's talking about some injury. I'm saying, well, obviously, if we're doing a hypothetical matchup, we're
I
assuming
think you
that.
with me, Zane. I think you with me, Zane.
No, hold up. But say the
doesn't
question
make
again.
sense.
Say the question
I think
again.
you with me, Zane.
If we're doing a hypothetical matchup, why are we talking about somebody potentially getting hurt?
I know
Because
you
We're looking at
can't
the
do
players'
that, bro.
performance and how they perform. No, that doesn't make sense. That does
You
not make
asked me a
sense.
question. I'm giving you an answer.
And I'm telling you the answer don't make sense.
First of all, it's the NBA Finals, and we talking about a guy that got out that got to the second round of his career 3 times in his whole career. So that's why we talking about a guy. He got to the second round by beating Portland. He got to the Western Conference Finals last year. He got to the NBA Finals, the 2020. But we ain't talking about a guy that been in the league 5-6 years. We talking about a guy that put in a decade. So if I'm talking about a man that put in a decade, and then the majority of his career he's been hurt, why should we mark out the negative and only focus on the positive?
We're talking about what happened that season. No, because you keep trying to go to some other bullshit to further push your narrative.
Just say the question so I can put the poll up.
Why can't Priest give his thoughts? I'm just wondering.
Because I'm asking you, I need to know the relevancy. I need to know the relevancy. If I'm telling you that we're talking about a hypothetical matchup between teams that didn't have to face injuries these postseasons. 80 didn't get hurt in 2020. And then the Celtics they had, Porzingis was out, but he's back. And Porzingis is somebody that's likely to get hurt. Listen, Porzingis is likely to get hurt. So why are we not using that same argument for him? Listen, answer that question.
Okay. Listen.
Get hurt in 2020.
I did my research.
Did he get hurt?
All right. Hey, I saw AD's games played. I saw the whole thing.
He literally took 6 months off.
All right. Should I keep
going? Whose fault is that?
Let's go,
Everybody had the same argument.
All right, let's wait till this dissipates.
I want to hear from Prince. I just want an unbiased opinion. You know what I'm saying?
So
somebody
you don't like. You have said 1,000 times you don't like 80. So how are you been giving a non-biased opinion?
All right. So from
like I said, I want to hear a non-biased opinion, not me. I'm open by saying I respect AD.
Oh, you acknowledge you said some bullshit.
I've been saying that.
All right, Prince, hold on, Prince. What do you got to say, Prince?
So I've seen so far, based on the stats in the playoffs and in general in the regular season, with his games played, with his injuries and stuff. In my opinion, AD from a regular standpoint, from a regular game, will probably give you 25 and 10 every time, in like 80% of games. And in the playoffs, especially where the Celtics are probably going to play this hypothetical Lakers team, he will give you that. However,
he's a playoff riser, actually. But
he is.
He hit a game winner against the Nuggets that year, right?
He did. He hit that a 3. Although, to be fair, his 3-point percentage is a bit lower. But still, he hit that 3. It was good.
It was 38% in 2020, but okay, go ahead.
Nah, it was 33.
1 year.
The playoffs.
Playoffs.
Year, exactly. Thank you. We're talking about that year. I'm not comparing AD whole career. I'm comparing 2020 AD and the 2020 Lakers to the 2024 Celtics. You're talking about historically he's done this, historically he's done that. I don't care about that.
I just want to hear.
He was in the finals and just shot 16% from the field for 5 games. Is that historically what he gonna do against the Lakers then? Or are we talking about what we think these players can do when they have to answer my question? I want you to answer my question. So, when have you ever done a comparison between players and between two teams and said, well, injuries might derail this? No, we talk about those teams performing at their best. That's every time you compare teams. Nobody ever looks at fucking, well, he got hurt this year and this. No, we're talking about these players on the floor doing what they do. Especially considering that AD didn't get hurt this year. So why is that even a talking point right now?
Are you finished or are you done? What you got to say, Prince?
You don't know how to answer. You don't want to answer these questions because you know they destroy your argument because you don't have one.
I asked the question to my boys like 5 minutes ago, and you took over the conversation.
Hold on, JJ. No, JJ. Say, what was you said 80 injury or 30-point game? Is that what you said?
Can you tell me why we're talking about?
Hold on. No, wait, let him say the question.
He said, "Are we likely to have an AD injury or a bomb game?"
Okay.
So like me and Krow are two opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm coming to Zane. I'm coming to Prince. I'm coming to Preach. When we're talking about AD, are we more likely to have a bomb game? Or are we more likely to watch that man hobble off the court?
What do you mean about bomb game, though?
And I'm asking y'all, and he can ask y'all that question.
That's like a 48-point game.
He can ask y'all that question, and that's fair. But my question is, when you're doing a hypothetical comparison between two teams that will never meet each other, when have you ever said, well, somebody is likely to get hurt in this scenario? The only thing that you compare is what those players did that year and how you think those teams will match up. that doesn't make sense to even bring that question up in this scenario. The only reason you would bring that up is to try to paint a negative narrative around this conversation to swing people your way. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if I was talking about Zoro versus Lucha and I said, well, Zoro is likely to get lost sometimes. That's stupid to bring that up. Let's talk about what Zoro did in that fight. Let's talk about what AD did in 2020 and how he performed and how he will and how we think he would
That's
do.
what I'm gonna get to. That's what I'm gonna get to. Because I'm seeing it right now. I'm looking at each and every single game.
I hate to, Prince. I hate to do that to you, but like, I asked y'all that question like 5 minutes ago. Krow was cooking for 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So if I could just respond to that, it's like, when would you talk about a player not being hurt when they have a history? Bruh, when LeBron James went to the playoffs in 2015, we literally saw Kyrie Irving break his kneecap in game 1, which is an issue because throughout Kyrie Irving's career, he's been hurt before LeBron got there. So if you want to ask me about a circumstance in which we can speak about a player, hold on, bro.
No, thank you for bringing it up. No, I'm not cutting you off. I'm saying thank you for bringing it up. I'm not cutting you off. Thank you for bringing it up. Please continue.
Okay, that's cool. So when we talk about players that get hurt, then we got to speak about Kyrie as well. That's another circumstance. He got hurt in 2015. I can imagine that the Cavs. Hold on. I can imagine that the Cavs was better than the Warriors in 2015, but they lost their second best player. And then outside of 2016, that was a habit that we saw in regards to Kyrie Irving. He wanted to join the team. He didn't want to join the team in 2017. He said, either I'm getting surgery on this leg or y'all trade me and I could go somewhere else. So that's another instance in which we got to think about a player's history of being injured regularly as opposed to them at their apex season. But
okay, JJ, let me ask you a question, please. Let me ask you a question. Before you
I
continue, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question, JJ.
And I didn't really want to cut off Prince in the middle of his soliloquy.
Let me ask you a question, JJ.
Be able to get Prince's answer
before you ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question. You just brought up Kyrie's injuries history, right? So why wouldn't we said that when you said out of your mouth that the 2016 Cavs was better than the Celtics, why didn't you bring up Kyrie's injury history then?
I mean, we literally can. I have no issue.
Don't get quiet. No, don't get quiet. No. Why didn't you do it? Because you do it for AD. So you can do it for Anthony Davis, who was a better player than Kyrie, but you can't do it for Kyrie. Like you can say straight up that the 2016 Cavs are better than the Celtics with the knowledge that Kyrie has injury history, but you can't do that for the Lakers. It sounds like you're giving a biased answer here. Or can you just acknowledge that injuries had nothing to do with this conversation, and we're just looking at the teams performing?
I kind of see what Crow's saying because the Cavs, like that, Kyrie is not doing what he did against Curry against this Celtics team.
And then even about that though, whether you think this,
I'm saying like we're talking about matchups, right?
Fair.
Like
I'm just saying
I kind of do agree. Like that Lakers matchup is a good matchup for this team.
And all I'm saying is, when have you ever, like in time, in history, when people compare two teams, you go to saying, well, he might go out there and get hurt. That's never been a part of the argument. When you talk about a legendary team versus another legendary team, and yeah, these teams are not legendary, but
Chad,
nobody talks about
honestly, Chad, who's
like even with Jose keeps saying that Tatum is likely to choke because Tatum does choke in the playoffs.
Chad, who's winning the debate? Krow or JJ?
Last time he was in the fight, he choked last time he was in the finals. But are we using that, or are we just looking at the Celtics performing at their highest possible that we think they can? Because y'all just said that y'all think Tatum is going to cook everybody on the Celtics. I mean, on the Lakers defenders. But nobody is bringing up the fact that Tatum shit the bed when Andrew Wiggins was guarding him. So what the fuck you go like? Are we going to use that?
No, you can't do that, bro.
Andrew Wiggins.
I know we can't. No. I know we can't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I agree.
I'm not doing that. That's a bad take to go out and single out one bad performance or one thing that a player can do. Let's look at a hypothetical the way that everybody looks at hypotheticals. Or if you want to do that, then let's look at Kristaps Porzingis' injury history. He literally just came back. So does him getting hurt a lot count too?
Sounds like we done. All right. So after looking at all of AD stats and his games through the entire playoffs, first round with the Blazers, second round with the Rockets, third round with the Nuggets, and then last but not least with Miami, he has consistently played every single game. So in these playoffs, his injuries didn't even matter. He played all minutes and got the 25 and 10 usually every single time, even more to be honest. Only
Unless there was a
game,
blowout. If he
yeah,
didn't, it was a blowout.
only game that he didn't play 25 plus minutes, actually 30 plus minutes, is Game 4 against Portland, in which he played 18 minutes, but he still got 18, 5, and 5. He still did extremely good.
Blew him off the float.
Blew him out. So 8 AD in 2020 had no injury problem, so he was good. So he'll get you a 25 and 10 game consistent, easy. However, I still feel that this Celtics depth is too much for the 2020 Lakers to handle. Because as much as LeBron and AD are extremely
people say
good,
the Lakers had depth that year, but the Celtics depth is just a
I
different
respect that
thing,
take.
is it
bro. It's-
In my
entirely different
opinion, this
situation.
is like the opposite
Alex
argument. of what
Caruso
happened.
is not that guy.
Okay, well, why he left and got $20 million? Anyway, I
he's
respect
doing
that. This
good
take
on
is
board.
this take is the opposite of what.
Like 40 mil.
This is literally the opposite of the argument we just had. Me and Preach about the old Lakers with Larry Bird, right? The Lakers had the best two players on the floor, but the Celtics were much more deep. It's the same thing to me, right? But it depends on what you value in that.
But yeah.
See, I think
that's the thing. But it depends on what you value. If you think that their death will give them that win, I respect that. I just think that having the two best players on the floor with a nice gap between the second and the third is
there's
important.
also a huge thing in terms of the two comparisons you're talking about with the I know it's going to be like much more beyond than what we're talking about, but the evolution of basketball is extremely important. When we see two teams in a very similar era that kind of know how basketball like is being played in terms of like this whole like ISO situation, this bag work type thing between 4 years of a distance, it's not that much in terms of the evolution of basketball. But when you compare like people like from 1986 versus all the way in like 2002, 2003, basketball has evolved heavily.
Wait,
so,
wait.
like,
So
No,
I want to
wait,
ask you guys
wait.
this. So if do you think the Celtics?
so that's why
current
the whole
Celtics-
two-star system with
is
the
the
Lakers
current
dead,
Celtics cooking the 1984 Celtics?
or 1986, 1987.
Like, I know we can't
I'm
really
not gonna answer that
compare. We
question.
can't really
Listen,
compare eras.
My
but I'm saying-
computer finna go dead. So my computer finna go dead. So let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm just
But
saying.
no, but I'm being genuinely serious though. Basketball as a sport evolves heavily. So
Listen, all I'm
obviously,
saying is,
if you
listen,
can't handle someone who can do step backs, going between the legs and shit like that, right? Like Kyrie's doing some moves on some old ass white man who got 6 chips in a row. Of course, Kyrie's better than him.
But what if you can't handle somebody flagrant fouling you every time you drive to the basket or hand
Bro, them
checking you
boys,
every
Yeah.
they
time you?
can't hoop. They can't hoop. That's why they got to do that. But this is all I'm saying before we get out of here. All I'm saying is, if we're going to compare these two teams, don't tell me about somebody that could possibly get hurt. Because first of all, I could do the same thing for the Celtics, but I won't because I'm looking at the teams as healthy. Nobody will compare two teams and say, well, let's assume that such and such misses such and such. Like, if you're going to say these teams play in a series, who would do that? Like, nobody does that when it comes to hypothetical comparison. That doesn't make sense.
I agree.
Like,
Don't you do
who
that,
would ever do that? No, don't
I
be
mean,
biased.
I agree
Good.
because we're talking about a series where like AD was healthy in that finals in that whole
Like,
playoff
if
run.
this was a 20, if we was talking
And
about
I'm not
the
saying he couldn't
2021
get hurt. I'm
Lakers,
just saying it's just like it just takes the fun out of it. Like it's like if we just
like, there's no point in hypothesizing somebody could possibly get hurt because you can do that for everybody.
Okay, I will say
literally
this though,
talking
from
like saying like what
y'all
if
literally
Curry's
talking
ankle
about
shattered during the
one
finals?
year in NBA history where dudes literally had 6 months off at the middle of the season, played a few games, and they never have to travel. Like, yo, that's literally the most
It's a bubble
unique
ring, bro.
season.
I'm not saying.
We're talking, okay,
I
but
agree,
we're
I
talking
agree.
about
I-
them.
If you're
We're talking about
if
that
y'all
team,
talking about
though.
a bubble ring, the most unique ring in NBA championship history, and that's the one time
Yo,
AD
you
got
would
hurt.
think that we
why
didn't
would-
have
why would
57
we
wins
not
on the regular
assume
season
that
before the
we're more likely to get AD
You would
all
think
those other
that we
years
didn't
as
win
opposed to AD
57
that won
games
those
before
one
the
few
break.
months.
Did we not win 57 wins and was the first seed in the West before the break? Like, did that not happen? Or like we some scrubs?
Lakers were killing it before the
Like,
break,
oh, we
for
just
sure.
some scrubs that got lucky because we went to the bubble. It was the best team in the league. Like, that's a bad argument. Yeah,
No, the
like
whole-
we was like the 7th seed and we lucked up through matchups and made it. We were the first seed
No,
comfortably.
no,
we were the
no,
first
don't
seed
take my
comfortably.
word.
No, that's what you're
Don't
doing. You
take
keep
my
talking about
word.
this and that and this.
If I'm
We talking about health.
if
If you
I'm
want to talk about
playing
health, was
in March.
89 healthy this year? Was 89 healthy this year?
If I'm
Like, you
playing
talking about
in
that's the only
March,
time he was healthy. Was 89 healthy this
I'm-
year?
Okay.
Was AD not
We
healthy
got
this
a
year? Was
decade-
AD
we
not
got a
healthy when they went to the
decade
second
of
round
proof.
versus
We got a
them?
decade of evidence. And how many
Okay.
years do we got AD playing 70
When they go
plus
to the
years,
playoffs,
plus
when they
extensive
make the
playoff time?
playoffs,
That's
when
not
they make the
AD's model.
playoffs, when they make
Listen,
the
not
listen.
playoffs, when
I
hold up,
think-
listen. How many times has AD like gotten hurt and missed out in the playoffs? When he was with the
You don't make the playoffs half
when he
the
was with the
time.
oh, that's against your point. When he was with the Pelicans, he never missed a series because he was injured. When he was with the Lakers, he
Because
only
he
missed
never
one
made the
series.
playoffs at
He
most
made
of
the
the time.
playoffs plenty of times, brother. He might not have gone far, but he made the playoffs plenty of times. Stop rewriting history for your point.
Oh, he was a first round elimination the majority of his career before he got to
Okay,
LeBron?
so what you're doing is trying to assume that if he would have played longer, he would
That
have
was a
gotten
yes or
hurt.
no question.
That's a terrible.
To be fair,
That was
he
a
But
yes
no,
or
he
no
wasn't
question.
because he went to the
Definitely
second round.
time.
No, he
didn't
wasn't because
play
he went to the.
championship time.
He got to the second round against the Portland Trailblazers. I remember that one time. One
Yeah,
time, yes.
and they lost to better teams.
So like,
Bro, he lost
But,
to
you're,
Golden
but what
State.
you're saying
years.
is, but your argument here is that AD never played that deep into the playoffs, so we can't assume he would be healthy. And the only time he was
No,
when they
that's
went to
not
the
my
bubble and had a
argument.
6-month
That's
break.
not my
You
argument.
can't. You're trying so hard
not
to
my
force
argument.
injuries into this so it can sway your
That's
way,
not
but
my
it's not
argument.
working, brother. Just take a different
That's not
angle.
my
If
argument.
you want to
Somebody-
say that the Celtics are a better team, I would respect that.
That's not my
But
argument.
using that angle is a cop-out angle because it doesn't really truly answer no question.
Dandy
You
Man
just trying
said
to- it's
all
cheap.
these
Not my angle.
all these '80s teams are basically the Minnesota Timberwolves,
Oh, Space?
Yes.
which is kind of true.
Yes.
Space?
Kevin Love. He's literally Kevin Love of the Bayou. Yes.
What are you talking about? Are you?
No, we're
What
talking
you talking
about
about,
the
man?
current Timberwolves.
Look at him, he tripping, trying to find somebody on his side. Go ahead, chill out, man.
Emmett
See,
preach.
I'm just saying,
yo,
Look,
yo,
no,
I-
he ain't on your side. No.
Yeah, I think your whole argument, right? I think JJ's argument is pretty much about durability and stuff like that, which
I think,
in terms
no,
of playoff
JJ,
series,
he's like
is
me,
important.
bro. I agree with JJ. I can't respect the bubble ring, bro. It's like
No, not forget the bubble ring,
Yes.
but in general, durability does play a factor in a playoff series. So JJ, overall, that is true. That is right. However, the argument that you're using the specific case for being Anthony Davis in 2020, it doesn't apply because
No.
he wasn't unhealthy. He was able to endure through the entire playoffs and, consistently perform. He was able to. So the argument that you're saying in general is right, but it doesn't apply
I'm
to the
just saying,
specific
imagine
case
if
of
I wanna-
Anthony
here,
Davis.
so-
Imagine if I said when y'all brought up the
But you
2016
literally-
Cavs
but
being
bruh,
better than the
you talking
Celtics,
about
and I would
20
have said,
You talking about
what-
the COVID year, bruh? What about
That's
all
the
those
team.
other
I'm sorry.
years? How about
That's the team.
Prince, how about
That's
the
the
year
team.
after the fact? They brought back the same squad and they got
No, they did
smacked
it.
up.
No, we
by
did it.
Phoenix in the first round of the
no, we
playoffs.
did it. That wasn't the same squad.
No, it was a very blown up different team.
I wanna.
I remember
You know
that.
what I'm saying? You keep trying
Alex
to rewrite
Caruso?
history. We was there, brother.
Alex Caruso?
We had Marc
Alex
Gasol
Caruso?
starting at center. We didn't have JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard anymore. That's a completely different team, bro. You can't rewrite history when niggas was there. Go back to the 90s and the
now
80s with some
Marc
shit like that.
Gasol- So now Marc Gasol is a downgrade from JaVale McGee?
You said a downgrade.
what
You
we
said the
had?
same. See,
Krow,
yo,
who's
you trying to
better?
twist the word. He said it was the same team. I said it was a different team. You talking about the same squad. I didn't say who was better or not. Honestly, I think the 2020 Lakers were better. But to say they're the same team is just objectively false. So when I point that out, now you talking about a downgrade. You're pushing. You're moving the goalpost. I can't make the field goal if you're gonna keep sliding it from left to right, brother. Let's
Want
keep
you
it
to
in the
make
middle.
field goal.
Let's keep it in the middle.
Let's be honest. The best team in NBA that year is probably the Clippers, but they choked so hard.
I mean, when they was the best.
I mean,
then.
yeah.
they should have.
That's the thing that we can't monitor and like big time game situations. How you gonna be able to like step up in clutch moments and stuff?
Yeah, that's
those
part
are all
of it. That's a
those
part
are
of
all
being a
like
good team.
emotional
And then all
intelligence.
this not respecting the bubble shit.
Yeah,
You know, I'm gonna say this, then I probably gotta go because my shit is going dead.
Damn, I got to dip too.
Everybody had the same circumstance in the bubble. AD and Bron didn't have no type of fucking benefit over nobody else. If you don't respect the ring that was earned, what was the benefit? Because everybody had 6 months off. It's not like the Lakers had 6 months and then everybody else had to come back after 2 months. If everybody came to the bubble with equal standing and nobody had no specified advantage over the other team, then that's purest hoops. And that's literally hoops in its purest form. You go out there and play basketball. And that's what they did and they won. If you don't respect it, you don't got to respect it. But that's just a fact.
Be a bum, man.
Exactly. That's not, just go back to being, you know what I'm saying? Go back to using nonsensical stuff. Don't try to inject some bullshit into my
That's
argument.
why I'm comfortable. Damn it.
No, I want to ask Zane real quick before we go. I want to just ask him about the Mavs and what he's feeling, bro. I made the thumbnail for you. Is he?
We're not gonna talk about that.
Well,
Listen, bro. I was sad as hell. That's all you gotta know.
My Cash App, Zane.
Hey, it's not over yet, brother.
I'm saying it's
You got
just
my
one
Cash
game.
App, Zane?
Just game one.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? When people pick like,
Hey, we win one in Boston. That's all that matters, bro.
people
give
will
us
pick a
one in
team to win
Boston.
in 6 games, and then when they lose one game, they be so depressed. Like, bro, you said they was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think Boston too good though.
They are really good, man.
It's gonna be tough.
I didn't think they were like a cheap ass team, bro.
In my opinion, adaptations are going to be the biggest part of this series.
Coaching,
Once the Mavericks probably will adapt to the game of the Celtics, will the Celtics be able to respond and ad-lib on the fly? Because they're a very systematic
They
team.
don't. Yeah, they don't. They're bad at doing that. They're very bad at in-game stuff. I mean, they're bad at in-game.
In-game ad-libbing and being able to change it on the fly. Kyrie and Luka are very adept at that.
But
That's
then
the
again,
scary part. So yes,
there's only
they
so
want-
much stuff though.
There's only so much stuff you
stuff
can
you can
ad-lib
do.
on the fly, but in game time situations when it's close, those things matter. So it's still a series through and through. Until I see Boston literally with a 3-0 lead, I'm not counting either team out.
It's
Listen,
gonna be
man.
tough to come back from that 2-0 against that team. Though.
I mean,
two
they
best
still got the 2
perimeter
home games to
defenders in
Somebody
Dallas
died, bro.
are Derrick Jones and PJ Washington. And that's not enough to slow down Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry, Zane. I'm going to text you.
When did Hey. Wait. When did I ever say that was enough?
That's so funny.
I never said
man.
that was enough.
We talking about.
I'm saying it's enough.
Tim Edge had 16 points. And 6 turnovers.
And they won by they beat them by a
I'm
dub.
saying, we
Like,
talking about
imagine if
slowing
he gets
down
30.
Jason Tatum. Tatum is gonna slow himself down before anything. Okay, if he have a good game,
Come on, Krow. Come on, Krow. We passed the 2020 circumstance. Me and you already told Dandy, like, listen, if one guy's slack, they got another guy that could get them 30. Like, it's ridiculous. At the end of the day, if PJ Washington ain't knocking down every shot, PJ Washington got to knock down every shot, and Derek Lively got to be the best big man in the game for Dallas to really get this win.
it's not gonna happen.
Tatum and Brown versus Luka
Somebody's
and Kyrie,
disconnected.
consider it a wash. But what about everybody else?
Yeah,
What about
it's
everybody
gonna
else?
take some very heroic performances that they're not gonna have. But I think Prince is left, so we got to go ahead and wrap it up. Yo, he said he had to dip. Yeah. Y'all ready to wrap it
I
up?
appreciate y'all letting me jump in real late, y'all. I'm sorry for bringing all
You
this
should have
up.
came in here with that bullshit. Nah, get your ass off. I'm just playing. Man. You know it's all love.
Me and Krow working on some things, and this the energy we're gonna be bringing weekly, yo.
It's gonna be amazing, bro.
Bro, y'all should have had
haterade weekly before I deal with this guy.
I wish I had y'all little like sports series, so I could have just hopped on for that Larry Bird tape, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Because I was
We
looking
gonna
I
still-
was looking deep into it too.
Kyrie, you just gotta be Kyrie.
You
Why,
said
fellas?
Larry Bird is the GOAT. What you say, Preach? Larry Bird's the GOAT?
I say he moved
No.
above Magic and LeBron in my rankings.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's wrap it up. We're gonna talk about that next week. Oh, this shit.
I think we talked about it already a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it on stream next week. But
Put your evidence together, Preach, because I'm ready
yeah,
to
you
bury
put
and I
us
love
a
Bird.
very strong case together over this.
Bro,
next
he
week,
was the
all right?
best player in a time with Jordan, Magic.
Jordan was
Kareem.
10 years old, bro.
He literally walking around with the Celtics that's of 2024. Like, everybody on the Celtics is borderline Hall of Fame, and then Larry Bird just happened to be the top guy. I respect Larry Bird. Like, if I'm making my own starting 5, Larry Bird may be my 4 for real, just because he's able to do everything. But like above LeBron, just one-on-one in regards to potential. Come on, Preach.
You know, when I
Come
first
on,
met
Preach.
you, JJ, you said you had LeBron below Larry Bird. I wonder what changed over this year. But yeah.
Oh, so me and JJ flipped.
Bruh.
I can give you that insight. You know, LeBron James has literally as he's matured, he's still added to this game. The fact that he's pushing 40 doesn't change the fact that he's adding to his game. So no matter what part of LeBron's career I get, I know I'm still getting quality. And Larry Bird can only give me like a decade while, you know what I'm saying, he was literally laying face down on the stomach because he wasn't able to put no pressure on his back. Like,
Yeah, that was
LeBron
sad.
James has been doing it for 20 years. Larry Bird's been doing it for a decade. It's levels, man.
All right, I'm finna get out of here. Y'all can go and wrap it up. I gotta go, but I need to know: do y'all acknowledge the tribal chief?
You ain't no wrestling fan. Calm down, man. Shout out to AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre, yo.
All right, fellas, I got to dip. Y'all be easy. OPU-shop.com.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we don't need to do intros this time.
Okay,
That's
cool.
good.
Fuck it.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
OPU, we do what we do.
For sure.
See y'all next
This is
chapter.
Detroit.